comrades, today is July 1, 2026, and the current time is 1925. We would like to thank all of our brave Canadian comrades for existing. That is all. That concludes today's announcements.
この番組はご覧のスポンサーの提供でお送りします。
What do you mean I was... Okay. Hello. Alright, I was saying all those words and not a single person heard them. I truly am a professional streamer. I just woke up. I'm so tired. I'm barely a functioning human being. I legitimately was considering canceling stream. Primarily because like I am so exhausted, but I was like, oh, I'm already this committed. We're just gonna do this. We're gonna get through this. We'll get through this together. How are all of you doing, comrades? Good morning. Hello, Faraday and Checkball and Zoingo and Greenmole and Alana and Drunken Wayfair and Falco. Congrats to Falco being first on the Twitch side, and then on the other side, Haikahila and Greenmole again and Falco again and Roll the Stories. Yeah, I'm awake. I have not had a chance to do any ROM hacking at all, so I gotta do this today. So we're doing this live again as we listen to Fire Emblem music. Oh, was it you? I'm so sorry. Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it was you, Checkball. Congratulations for being first. Sorry, not Falco. I misread that. Sorry. I woke up and I was basically super exhausted. I think the heat's getting to me. I'm slowly going crazy, but hopefully I think by the weekend it's gonna be a little cooler and we'll be okay. I have not had a chance to insert any of the other characters, so I'm literally doing that. As the title says, we're doing this live as I try to figure this out real quick. By the way, if you don't have a character yet, you're free to, or you have only one character, we do have a few slots remaining. I think the sheet, if you want to pull up the sheet, you can find it on Discord, or actually let me just pin it on to Twitch chat as well, so you can all gawk at this. But if you're on YouTube, it's already there, so it's easy to find. But there are a couple character slots left. There's like 4 left, so if you don't have a character, you only have 1, you're free to do it. If you already have 2, don't submit another one for the time being. So that'll probably be the easiest way to do this. We're gonna insert a few characters. This chapter we get 3 new characters, so I'm literally trying to dump them in right now. In fact, I think we actually can't progress. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Xenia's at 5. Oh my gosh, wait, yeah, we can only do 1 chapter. Because the remaining slots, I need 2 more characters by the next chapter. And I think we actually do need like at least 2 more characters, so that's the fine thing. Do you know how to implement supports? You're asking if you use Fire FE Builder and you don't know how. I do know how to implement them. Usually you just have to find like the support editor. Like there's an editor for everything, right? So for example, there's a literal editor called the support threshold editor. If I can find the stupid thing. It looks like this. And you literally just pick your character, pick the supporting partner that you want, and then you can adjust the value that you need and what's the max amount of stuff that you need. It's pretty simple to do. It's exactly what it says, essentially. It's not that difficult. You can kind of get it done fairly quickly. And then you just have to, once you're done with this, there's another one called the support convo editor, and then that's how you set up the support conversations, which writing the support conversations is a whole different topic that I'm not going to get into. If that's something you want to do, feel free to do it, but I'm not going to really get into that. What's left of Locals Archetype? Just do whatever you feel like doing. Honestly, at this point, it's just a meme run. So we're just slamming things around and just hoping that it all works together. Okay, I gotta insert this other character now. So who the hell am I adding? I'm adding a character named Milene. I think this one is Greenmole's character, but the problem is that is this Greenmole's? No, it's I'll just Grimo's, but we don't have I don't have a portrait. Grimo says just use whatever. So I'm gonna go look through my wonderful bag of Fire Emblem portraits because I don't feel like downloading, or I can't remember the other website, but I'm pretty sure I have some from the old PME. Let me just see what I got here. You can look like, let's see, we can make Grimo look like, how about this one? I think this is the one we use for Boulder. That's probably fine. Except Boulder Chan never got a chance to be a character in the previous run, but I'm sure this is a perfectly reasonable portrait to use, so that's fine. We'll use that. Okay. Good morning, Ray. Hello. Ray's probably dying of workout fatigue, but that's okay. Okay, so this is mostly done. And to answer the question, no, we are not pegging knights. I had to make the peg knights be an actual thing, so I had to finagle the class. Every time I do something with this, I learn more and more weird things that the original mod author had done to the ROM. And it's kind of interesting just seeing how they've chosen to adjust the game to their desire, and it's interesting. I don't necessarily agree with a lot of the changes that they've made, but at this point, I just kind of roll with it, so, you know. Okay, how do I recruit this goober? Is this person an enemy? Let's see. This person starts off as a halberdier. Talk with Lear. Where the hell is this goober? Oh, they do start as a enemy. Okay, so Malene here is supposed to be a Pegasus Knight. Okay, we're only 40C weather. The 40C weather's driving, like, the weather's driving me insane too. Don't worry, I'm also dying of like intense heat, and I am like cooking alive. Okay, sorry, Falco Knight. Almost made you a Pegasus Knight. I'm like, that's not right. Okay, there we go. So you're correct now. We'll give you Killer Lance, the Rapier. Okay, so your weapon set can basically remain the same. I don't really have to change anything about that, so you're good to go. Okay, so then I need to do the next one. Let's see. Underscores the spreadsheet. If you need the oh, do I need to open the thread again? Hold on, there's a thread for the character submissions. I'm just gonna put a message in there and then delete it right away, and that should reopen it. So you can submit characters if you want. But it should be pinned on the discussion channel. She went unrecruited for Boulder. Yeah, well, in the previous run, Boulder Chan couldn't get recruited because she died. Because she was an NPC that replaced Dazla. And Dazla is basically the worst Fire Emblem pre-promote to ever exist. So it's basically no surprise that she essentially exploded, and I can't really do much about that. Like, Boulder Chan had very little chance of surviving. Okay. So who else do I need to put in here? Okay, so we need to have a character replace the one known as Gina. Okay. All right, where is Sivan? I need a character to replace Sivan. Okay, so here's Sivan. Okay, let's do this real quick. Hopefully you guys don't mind the fact that I have to do these, you know, edits all the time. I do think it's kind of funny to do them, but I also understand that maybe it's not as exciting for you. Maybe you get bored of watching me trying to finagle the ROM. Oh, okay, I'm losing connection. Hopefully you don't get too bored of me finagling the ROM literally as we're live, but I can't do much about that. Because I could probably do this a lot earlier, but I am so lazy, and I literally, again, I'm functioning on fumes. This got 3 skills? Okay, hold on. That's fine. So you got 3 skills. Okay, so your primary skill is Assassinate for some reason, and then you have access to... What the hell do you have? Adept? Okay, and then you have Fortress Defense, which I have to now finagle. You cannot change Yubel, no. Yubel is gonna be... Because the main reason I didn't want to have Yubel be recruitable by any comrade is I wasn't sure if Yubel was gonna be even recruited at some point, primarily. Oh my god, I'm losing connection like crazy. I wasn't sure if he's gonna be recruitable, primarily because he's technically a secret character, and I didn't want to guarantee anything. Okay, so this character's skills are set. Okay, now I gotta fix their name. So their name is actually Gina. What a name. Why am I losing so much connection? Hello? My internet just like dying today? Is the weather just killing the internet? It could legitimately be killing the internet. Why does everyone tell me they're thirsty? I don't know. Whose character is this? This is Shibei's second character. Okay. I need to see if Shibei submitted a portrait for this. Yeah. Yeah, oh boy, you want to see the portrait for this character? You're not gonna believe this one. Hold on, let me find the dang. Where do I dump everything? I think I dumped it into this hard drive. Okay. Okay, why do you save this as a web? Ooh, I hate that Google tries to make me use WebP. For the love of God, I refuse to use WebP. Just let me save things as a PNG. That's all I ask for. I just want normal PNGs. Why does everything have to be different? You know what I saw earlier today? Oh my gosh. Okay, so I don't know. I'm sure we talk about the video game industry all the time here, but I really want to complain about this. Nintendo, or not Nintendo, Sony announced today that they're starting 2028 for all new releases. They are no longer doing physical games, and I'm just like, but why? Why would they choose to cancel this? And obviously it's okay. I think something broke about this PNG. Oh lord, yeah, that's not correct. Why is this not working the way it should? What's going on with this PNG? It's not saving as a true PNG, which is like my biggest concern. Portraits. So I can try saving over Gina again, because otherwise it's just like super, like it's not doing the what's it called correctly. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. It's not saving it correctly. Anyways, yeah. So if you're using PlayStation anything, you're not allowed to own your video games anymore, and it kind of sucks. It's really tragic because I basically refuse to buy console games unless I can buy them on physical, and I guess physical media just doesn't matter anymore to Sony. I've heard though from my friend that apparently 90% of all Sony game purchases are now what's it called? Oh, Jesus Christ. Yeah, something's not right about this file. I tried to save it as a PNG and it's not saving correctly, and I don't know why. Can I just rename this as like .png? Is that how that works? Let's find out. I don't know if I can just save a web PNG like that. Nope. Okay. Yeah, it might have to go to a PNG. I don't know. If you want to figure it out, you can do it real quick, because I'm looking at it and it's kind of a disaster. I don't know why it's saved as a PNG and not as, or it's not letting me save it correctly, and it's becoming a hassle to try to fix right now. So we just kind of finagle that. That's fine. Okay. Otherwise, it's gonna be super janky. In fact, you're about to see real quickly right here that the the colors and the background are a little rough. If purchasing doesn't equate ownership, then piracy. Exactly. I saw it, and I'm of the opinion that, listen, if piracy, or if purchasing doesn't equate ownership, then piracy is not stealing. But you know how the companies are, they have the money and you don't, and you're gonna have to just deal with their choices. Also, I forgot to switch this one to Anima, I think is the correct thing, and then we gotta go back to, what is the character's name again? Oh my lord, Gina. Okay, so Gina has a boon to strength and a penalty to magic, so I gotta swap these around. So assuming 11 and 5, and then booning this to 11 plus 3 is 14, and baning magic to 2. Okay, that should be correct. And then growth rates. Okay, 70, 35, 40, 65, 00, 90, 0. Okay. Okay, and she is technically a... Okay, what is her special skill? Okay, so she is a Falco Knight, which means she doesn't have this. We'll probably give it to here, and just do that here, make this a 0, 0. Perfect, okay, so that's fine. But yeah, no, it's insane. Like, I saw the news, and I'm just like, man. The thing is, too, like, a lot of people I know buy games physically. Especially, like, if you go to stores like GameStop and similar, but now you can't, and those companies are basically on thin ice too, because now by locking game purchases to the what's it called? Okay, thank you, Expo. To their systems, to their networks, you can't resell your games anymore. So the company will always make money every single time. And yeah, this PNG is also kind of janky. I don't know why. It's still causing this issue. I converted to a PNG too. Like, I don't know what's going on, but it's not like a flat color. It's adding in like compression. It's adding in like a lot of weird compression. I have no idea why. They don't want you to own anything. It's really tragic. Okay, so Gina needs to be then used in the unit placer. She is replacing Sivan. And then her class is also a Falco Knight, so we get 2 Falco Knights for this chapter. Okay. Okay, so that's basically done, although we're gonna swap all of her funny tomes for spears and swords. So Elfire will become, I don't know, some kind of silver, probably a silver sword, and a steel lance, I guess, is probably fine. Yeah, that's probably fine. Okay, that's fine. Hello, Ziru. It's not an early stream. This is the normal time we stream nowadays. You can have 10 points for skills. You can have 10 points. You can get an extra point for sacrificing 15% growth rates. That's kind of how, that's the rule. Okay, so then Leonard is the last one. Okay, so it is a mounted replacing a mounted, which is kind of interesting. So it's not an adventure, it's a mage knight, who I guarantee is probably not set up correctly. Yeah, mage knights aren't set up correctly. I think it's supposed to be Valkyries, but I'm gonna finagle this anyway. So this is a female character, right? So we're gonna use the female one. I'm gonna adjust the max stats 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 20, 30. Okay, that's fine. Mage Knight, and then we're gonna finagle this real quick so that the skills include. Okay, so I think what we do is okay, so we're gonna change this to 244. 244. It doesn't really matter what level you get these at because you can never hit level 244. Rally resistance don't really want. We'll use quick burn as their level 5 skill. That's fine. They should have. Oh, they should actually have reposition, I think, right? Is that what mages get? I can't remember. I think they get reposition. Give them reposition. Okay. So if you go to Discord, there is an entire channel called Character Submission Details. There's a thread in one of the Fire Emblem PME stuff, and that should probably point you towards it. I'm sorry, I can't really do it right now because I'm in the middle of streaming, but you should be able to find it that way. Okay, so that's correct. Okay, so Leonard is a mage knight. That's fine. Okay, so Leonard is actually being replaced by kill me. You tried again? Okay, let me try this again. Save as direct PNG to replacing Gina, and then we gotta go over here. Gina's portrait replacement, import image. Okay, that's way better. Thank you. That actually is cleaned up. That is what we're looking for. Thank you very much, Expo, for doing that. Okay, so then I gotta change Leonard's name to Pyomi. Okay, sprite to ROM, finagle that, and then description. This is John Doe's, I believe, second character, a local priestess working with the divine. There's a lot of weird, deep lore now that we have in this run, which is really funny. Hopefully this is correct. Okay, there we go. That's fine. Okay, what do I need to do next to this character? Okay, so we need to set you to female, set your affinity to fire, which I believe is rank 1, and then we gotta change the stats. So you're booning magic, so first we're gonna adjust this, so it should be... That's 0, 0 here. And then defense is being reduced down to, is baned to 14. Growth rates are 35, 0, 40, 75, 40, 60, 20, 60. Okay, so that's 330. Fantastic. Change this over here. Zero this out, and that's fine. Okay, so your personal skills are you have what do you have? Oh my gosh. Tome range +1 is kind of nutty. What Fire Emblem this is? So this is Fire Emblem 8. We're doing a ROM hack. It's a modification of another ROM hack. We're using Sealed Hope as the base ROM, and I have just bastardized it to Oblivion because that's kind of what we do here. Yeah, and there's a lot I mentioned earlier, and I completely forgot to mention this, but this is essentially a version of a cursed mod list, but just Fire Emblem, and it's quite the experience, I would say. It is very reminiscent of just me doing Rimworld nonsense, just way worse. Okay, there we go. So Opportunist is fine. And I think if we set this to 21, that should be grabbed on start. Okay, I need to download the portrait for this character as well. So Kyomi, here we go. Let me download this, save this as, dump this in here, right, add, insert. I am so fast at this now. Oh my gosh. As long as I have the characters ready to go, I can do this real quick. Okay, Kyomi's ready. Okay, there we go. So here's your new character, Kyomi, ready to roll, ready to rumble. I think that's correct. All right, let's go. All right, I gotta change her mage knight silver. Okay, so you don't get a silver bow. What is the mage equivalent? The mage equivalent for silver tome would be Imbolvit. Let's see, silver is what? Silver is a rank. Fimbulvinter is probably the equivalent as well, so you get a Fimbulvinter tome. All right, that was a disaster to do, but we got it set up, so now we are actually ready to play the dang thing. Sorry about the delay. If I get the characters set up, if I get 2 more submissions, we can add 2 more characters. Otherwise, I don't know what I'm gonna do. We might have to do something else for the rest of the night, because legitimately, the next there's 2 more characters on the next chapter who are replacing Xenia and Finn. And then after that, I need 1 more for Iris for 16. I need another for Samson, which is on 17. And then Yubel will be on 16, but we got to do some extra stuff for him, which is going to be a little annoying to figure out how to get. Anyways, let's start the game. Let's actually play the funny video game, because we got to make sure that everything I did just doesn't break everything. Pokemon Emerald VGM. Well, to be fair, it is a GBA game. And as we all know, GBA games have the funny trumpets, you know? I love the Game Boy Advance. It is probably like one of my favorite consoles. I played it so much as a kid, and I'm very happy I got to. All right, there's a bunch of plot here. I think that's right. There's like some plot about like the little Mao and little Lear, and they're doing sad things. Who gains anything from murdering us? What do? We just try to help everyone. Sorry, Lear. Your parents are dead. Because you're a blue-haired Fire Emblem protagonist, that means your parents have to die. As is common in every single Fire Emblem game, if you are a blue-haired protagonist, your parents must die, or else you are not a true protagonist. This happens in every single Fire Emblem game, without fail. I wish I was joking. In Fire Emblem... what's the word? If in Fire Emblem 4, your 2nd generation, your parents die. If you're playing as Hector, Hector's parents are technically dead at the beginning, and Eliwood's parents die at some point. In literally 6, which is the prequel to 7, the sequel to 7, then, you know, Hector dies, and Liliana's like the secondary protagonist, and then if you've got... everyone dies. That's how it works. Even in 8, your parents die. Fire Emblem always has the parents die as some kind of like weird plot device. If you have red hair, your parents have a higher chance of surviving, but it's still a bit of a 50-50, quite honestly. Unless your name is Lear from Fire Emblem Engage, in which case, no, your parents just straight... your mom dies in a 15-minute drawn-out cutscene, and it's so funny. I've ragged on it a couple times, but the first time I ever played Fire Emblem Engage, the opening cutscene, like one of the earliest cutscenes, is your mom just dies in your arms, but she does it for like 15 minutes, and she's telling you like, oh, my boy, I wish I could have been there for you. I wish I could have been there for you, and, you know, I could have been a better parent. And then she starts to, like, you know, close her eyes and gets ready to pass out. And then she's like, oh, but wait, no, I have to tell you more about your past. Oh, but I'm dying, no. And then she closes her eyes again. But she's like, oh, my boy, I wish. It's just so stupid. I couldn't take the plot of Fire Emblem Engage seriously because of it. It's so dumb. Who the heck are you? Oh, wait, this is like the weird crazy lady, right? Like the one who's, like, trying to attack us and destroy us or something? Yeah, Kalia. Why try ruling Attendus? What are you going to do even if you do so? Haven't you heard that dragons are only a bane? Your existence as one should realize that it harmed you rather than provide you with life. Oh my gosh, he's part dragon. I completely... We've been skipping the entire plot line. I did not realize that Lear was part dragon. Okay, that's kind of relevant. Or not Lear. Lear. Oh my god, is he called Lear because he's like half of a Lear, because he's only monocolored instead of being a Mikapazo dual color creature? Oh my god, that could be why he's called Lear. All right, let's skip the plot. Something about dragons. And then he gets woken up by his thing. He was talking to the dragons instead of the gods. It was Kalia. She murdered Sayada. She murdered them. Who? Are you sure? Yes. Remember Buddy playing that one, just ragging on how long does it take for someone to die? Could have gotten her medical attention. But do you want me to pull up that cutscene? I will pull up that cutscene because it's just so funny. Hold on, I'm gonna get a second window ready for this. Hold on, I do want to talk about the cutscene. It's not really spoilers because it happens at the beginning of the run. Let's see. Fire Emblem Engage. Mom death. I bet you if I type it in, it's gonna find out. Yeah, okay. Oh no, stay back, fiend. All right, there's a bunch of things. There's bad people, the villagers. Ah, they hid the site from our snow rats. Commander, we have to kill them all. All right, the village is burning down and we gotta save them. All right, we gotta go save the civilians. So this is gonna be a bit of an interesting engagement. Okay, but before we do this, I just want to point out, I really just want to share this stupid cutscene. I really just want to share this. It's so fucking stupid. I'm not even joking. This cutscene takes like... I'm gonna pause this real fast. This cutscene is like 10 minutes long. And it's basically just... The entire time it's like your mom dies, right?
Whoever it is you are.
And then she just goes on and on and on. Okay, yeah, so there's your mom. She intercepts the attack. And then she's gonna be in your arms dying for the entire time. Like, here we go. I'm not even joking. We're not gonna watch the whole thing, but you'll get the idea very, very quickly.
No.
It's... And they're doing the whole thing like, why can't the white mage character heal the dying character? It's the same thing that happens in Final Fantasy XIV. Why can't we use magic to heal it? Happens every single time, and they usually need to come up with some convoluted reason in order to explain a character's death. You ever think about that whenever you're playing any JRPG and a character's dying, and it's like, why can't we rescue them? I'm literally a god tier white mage or healer. And it's like, well, the plot energy that I have is now fading away and I have to die so the main protagonist can kind of carry on.
Young one, I gave my power to you.
It's up to you to carry my energy.
All the years
Okay,
you were
so I need to point out, I'm just gonna skip this. It's 2 minutes out of a 10 minutes and 30 seconds cutscene. Okay, I'm gonna skip forward like about another 3 minutes, and she's still going on.
Mother and child.
We'll make it a promise, I swear to you. It's like, why is she still... She's still going on. And if I skip even... I'm gonna skip even further forward. Oh, I think she's actually dead at this point. But the rest of this cutscene is basically just like, oh, mother, and then having the power of the various Fire Emblem characters with him.
And to leave a child behind.
So anyways, Fire Emblem Engage is a very funny game for some reason that exists. Alright, let's do this. Maybe I should do a Fire Emblem Engage PME. That would be really dumb. Alright, what are we doing here? Okay, first of all, we're immediately promoting Roxana. Oh shoot, she doesn't have a promotion, why? Oh! I think I know what's happening. Fuck. Wait, oh yeah, I know what's happening. Oh shoot, okay, hold on. Damn it. All right, I know exactly what's going on here. Give me 1 second to fix this. 30, 30, 30, 30, 30, 20, 30 is fine. Okay, that's correct. And then skills is fine, but I need to promote you, so I need to go to the promotion item chart with the promo seal. I need to expand this by another step, so now we're at 33. And then reallocate an import, add a new one, and this one's gonna be class... Myrmidon, female, right to ROM. Okay, there we go. Close this. Right, run test again. Yeah, I think there's a bunch of stuff I told myself I was gonna do, but I kind of forgot. But yeah, 5 minutes, 10 minutes. Listen, it's close enough, but she has a very long, drawn-out cutscene that a character does not need 10 minutes to die. All right, give a character a quick, appropriate death. Let them have their final words. Don't have them have their final words for 10 minutes. It's just because there's like a certain there's like a sliding scale of how much I'm gonna care about a character based on how much of the cutscene is dedicated to their death, right? If it takes more than 3 minutes for a character to die as they're dying, then you've kind of lost the plot. That's kind of how I feel. Oh shoot, you should... I forgot we replaced the assassins with a maid. Oh, I forgot to swap in the proper bishops, right? Oh my god, I forgot all the bishops are gonna look funny. That's fine. Alright, Roxana's a sword master now. Sword game! She's got swords! And she's gonna sword all over you. I forgot what's her gimmick again? Okay, Roxana's gimmick is gamble. That's right, she's like the stupidest... Yeah, that's right. She's got gamble and the stupid high crit thing. That's right. Okay. Alright, who am I taking on this mission today? A lot of our characters are actually quite strong at this point, so I can kind of just take whoever I want, and we should be fine. Same rule applies though, we're only gonna take one person for each viewer. I don't want to take that many, you know, characters from a single person, because it kind of breaks the, you know, the experience of the run for everyone. I lost my PME spreadsheet. I need to pull it up again because I don't remember who's assigned to who. So who are we taking today? Garm is unfortunately dead, and so is Clara. So, I think... Okay, so who's... Okay, Shekball's got 2, right? So Shekball's either got... I think we're taking Simon. Yeah, Simon's usually a pretty good stat stick, so we'll take Simon. Jawahar belongs to who? Why can't I not find Jawahar on my spreadsheet? Oh, here you go. This QQ's character. QQ's, the other one would be Emmett Yan, but Emmett Yan's kind of been... The thing is, like, Emmett Yan's actually starting to become a little more bearable to use. His stat line's kind of been fixed up a bit. Swordmaster? They have Dragon Rage, which is the critical, the plus critical. Is that what we're talking about? Let me see. Otherwise, they probably get the... They might get their other skill at 5. I don't remember. Because I think we have, like... Don't we have another Swordmaster, or am I forgetting? Oh, I guess that's our only Swordmaster. Alright, let's see. Who are we taking along? So, if we could... I think we'll probably just keep taking Havel. I do kind of like this main team that we have. Okay, so how many... Expoto, how many do you have? You have Milky Blade and... Brunya. Okay, so I don't think we're gonna take Milky Blade. Primarily because Milky Blade is kind of overpowered. We'll take Brunya, who's already been on the list. Okay, and then Roxana belongs to Xanth. Limeware has Zarek. Let's see, where's Zarek? Wait. Oh wait, wrong character. Vermil. Which is the Valkyrie. I guess we could take the Valkyrie along today. Let's see. It is never a bad idea to have more healers, okay? Having more healers is always a valid option. Could take a Logger. I guess we'll take a Logger. He's pretty chunky. Limeware's other character is Clara, who did pass away. So I guess maybe... Who's Ivy's character? Ivy belongs to Arani. What else does Arani own? Arani owns Arani. Okay, so we could take Adventure Arani. You know what? Hold on. I think that's a fine idea. Let's drop Ivy. We'll take Arani. Should probably promote Zeoposer, honestly, at this point. It's probably not worth doing. Yeah. Okay. So then, I think for this map, I will bench Taltiu just because we do bring her a lot. It's time for her to maybe get a little bit of rest. We'll pull along Vermeil. That'll give us a lot of mobile characters. Oh, if you open up the character sheet, the skill point buy is at the bottom. The one of the tabs is literally called skill cost. Just go through there. Okay, let's go figure out how we're gonna promote characters. And by the way, I did actually increase the difficulty of the map, so we're not just gonna steamroll it. It'll actually require a bit of finesse from us. Yeah, congratulations on your promotion, Zeoposer, because it's been long overdue. Let the man become a beautiful adventurer, riding that glorious horse. If I knew how to do palettes, I would do custom palettes, but I just don't have enough time to do custom palettes for every single submittable character. Alright, Jawahar will take along because he's got Luna Soul. Ray's got her custom weapon. Logger's fine. Arani's fine. Vermeil's fine. Okay. I think this is perfectly okay to take along. I keep taking Alana just because she's busted, and I'm obligated to take Ray because Ray is Ray, so by the laws of this land, I must take her along. Although, maybe I should give those boots to someone. Honestly, kinda want to give those boots to Simon, or Havel, actually. Yeah, Havel's mobility is so bad. I think Havel needs a bit of extra shoes to keep moving. Alright, we have speed wings, whose speed is so bad that I actually have to upgrade it. Zoingo's speed is actually bad enough that it's very unlikely to ever grow. So I think Zoingo actually does get the speed wings. In fact, I'm gonna give Zoingo both of them. Just so Zoingo can maybe double targets, because unfortunately Zoingo is actually starting to get to the point where Zoingo's the one getting doubled a lot of the times, and that's not good. Oh, we have this stupid thing, the dreaded bow, a well-crafted treasure from Zeltnik. All right, do we have any archers that are S rank? Nope, not yet. All right, maybe at some point. So I guess we'll have to keep grinding these 2 archers out until they can use this thing. Let me take a look real quick. Okay, so the thing is, apparently characters aren't supposed to become sword masters. So here's the thing. I found out that if every class that is playable has caps that are all basically 60 HP, 30 in all stats, and then 20 con. Swordmaster has none of that, so I have to manually adjust it to have the correct max skill stats, I believe. So, critical force. Oh, I think I manually added that, didn't I? Okay, wait, hold on, you're right. In that case, let me save the game. The problem is already promoted, so it's kind of too late to add it. Oh shoot, I shouldn't have saved then. Dang it. Alright, I have an idea. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna turn critical force into the level 5 skill. So that'd be 25, I think, right? No, 5. I think it's still 5. So by doing that, we should be able to get critical force at 5, and that should be okay. So we'll write that to the ROM, and then when we get to 5, should be able to receive it. Okay. Hello, Xanth. How are you? Oh, my ears. Yet again. Okay. Let's try this again. Okay, so Roxana should have, by default, the Dragon Range. Okay, so yeah, at 5, they'll get it. Okay. Oh, is not selected Herald? What do you mean, Herald? Is there a class called Herald? Oh, so, okay, right, so there's a few custom classes. So for Ray and Alana specifically, they get custom classes because Ray is literally that special. Alana helps a lot with everything we do here, so she also gets a custom class. Everyone else kind of has to just use what's default. I do not recommend using any of the monster classes. I've been meaning to turn those off so that they're not selectable. You can so just keep that in mind. I haven't had a chance to like edit this properly because again I've just been a little too busy. If we ever do another PME, I'm gonna have to be a little more careful about what we throw on here. Alright, I think everyone's kit is probably okay. Ronnie's got double bows, Logger's got axes for days, Ray's got heals, we got heals and men's hanging around everywhere, Annalea's got 3 staves, Havel's got weapons, basically a bajillion axes ready. Havel's ready to go slam faces. Yeah, also, how are you doing, Xanth? Your character is not on this map today. We could bring you in, but I'd have to bench someone. I think if I do, wait, hold on. Ramil belongs to Limeware. I could try to bring Xanth along, but I'd have to bench someone. Actually, we don't have a Swordmaster. Yeah, actually, no. It actually might make sense to bring Xanth along. Okay, so who are we benching? I will bench Jawahar. We'll bring Roxana. Alright, Xanth, you get to be part of today's mission. I did up the difficulty of the map a little bit. I have no idea what's going on here. Okay, so specifically, I need to double check a few things. God, it's been an hour and we have not even started playing the map yet. Good lord. I am so washed. Okay, so let's make sure. Okay, so I know one of these goobers is one of the recruitables. I'm trying to remember which one it is. Yeah, there's like 2 bosses on this map. Oh, look at this ugly mug. Okay. I think she's not actually on the map yet, which is kind of the issue. Oh, here we go. So Malene is here. So Malene replaces Femi. So Femi has to be talked to with Lear. So Lear's got to go this way. And then I think there's a bunch of green units that spawn in It's just a village bishop. I do think it's kind of cute that the generics have portraits because they're gonna make you feel bad for letting them die. So, you know, they're basically dead already. Let's be real. Little village girl B is not gonna survive being mauled to death by a Pegasus or a Falconite. She's basically dead. Oh my gosh, that is... Why does she have double... She has darting blow and warding blow? Something must have broke here. I'm too lazy to fix it. It's fine, whatever. I think I know what happened, but I don't really want to fix it right now. Alright, let's just roll. Okay. This isn't dandy. What's a bunch of Kratoian soldiers doing here? I'll have to hightail out of here if they all rush me. Wait, there's some people over there. They've got no armor. They're the good guys. Maybe I can save this village after all. Oh. Okay, she just immediately flips without us having to do anything. Cool. Ah. You, Bell? Why is this guy stuttering? Do you plan to the enemy? If one shall approach me, their life will meet their end. Oh my gosh, he's so edgy. He can speak in red letters. I see. You see, the commander says... Eep. I'll leave. Why did they make this guy such a bottom? Forgive me. Something's different. Someone in that army has incredible power. They'll live if they look to entertain me. Oh my god, he's such an edgelord. Ooh, that horse guy's scary. But he's not willing to kill me, so I guess that's fine. It's more important just getting this over with. Maybe I can leave early if we lose enough troops. That'll actually be bad, but at least I get to leave. That's right. You have to send your friends to die so you can... Wow, I didn't actually expect this song. They're using the Hector route music for this. That's kind of interesting. Anyways, let's go rescue the villagers. We gotta go to all these different things. Is there any missables here that I'm not aware of? Let me double check real quick. Okay, so we're on chapter 14. Chapter 14 says... There's the dreaded bow. Learn to Courier. Must be level 5 druids. Learn Hex. Wait a second. Oh, are we not able to get Leonard as a replacement? Oh shoot, because we killed him, right? Because we killed him for the bow? Oh fuck. Oh shit. Oh my god, that's right, we killed him so he can't show up. Otherwise he would have automatically joined us. Crap. Alright, whose character is that? That's Kill Me. Okay, wait, hold on. Alright. Here's my super gangster solution to this. I'm gonna add a new unit next to G fuck, how do I do this? I completely screwed this up. Let me think, how do I do this? Okay, hold on, I have an idea. We're gonna add an extra unit to this, and I'm just gonna insert the character and just be like, we just get it for free. Fantastic. Okay, so this should be at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Hello there, Infadave, how are you? Okay, so let's figure out which one of these is doubled up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I think I know which one is the doubled up one. Okay, so then this one... Okay, so I can't just copy this. Oh, I can. Okay, fantastic. So I'm gonna go find who should be Kill Me. Well, it says he appears on turn 5, but he's already dead, so he's probably not gonna join, right? So I'm just gonna copy this character's data and just dump it into a instant recruitable. We're gonna paste you here. I hope I did this correctly, and then I'm just going to... Oh, shoot, did I break that? Oh, I might have broken this one. No, I think that's correct. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Okay, let's hope this works. Yeah, I don't want this to be another unrecruited unit. I do want it to be a recruitable, so if I have to jank and cheat this, I will cheat this a little bit. You need stamina for long drives. How long was the drive? Where did you drive to and from? Okay, so if I do this right... Okay, so skip this, skip this. Okay, so they didn't spawn correctly. Okay, that's weird. Hold on, I gotta figure out why the unit didn't place correctly, and that's kind of what I'm concerned about. So there should have been a villager that got replaced at the bottom of this map here, and should have spawned immediately, but they didn't spawn in. And that's the part I don't understand. I gotta figure out what's going on with that. So commander should be null. Yeah, that's weird. I don't know why. I thought that's just how you do this. It should just have placed immediately. No event, just come on in. What did I do wrong? What did I do wrong? Should be right to ROM. This space has been allocated, so it's okay. 2 hours. God, 2 hours drive sounds awful. I'm glad that you're surviving. Hold on, I have an idea. Let me end the turn. Let me see if this fixes it. Sometimes if you just end the turn, maybe the unit placement will work correctly. It did not. Okay. So I need to finagle this again. Oh, you know what? The tile placement might be incorrect. It's supposed to be at the very bottom of the map, but I might have cocked up the placement. How do I drag? Oh, here we go. What if I just drag you over here? If I just drop you in, like, literally at X21... let's actually drag you up a little bit. One more tile should be fine. Oops, don't insert that. Delete this one. Keep this one up one. Change. No special. Okay, let's try this again. Want to do the raid yesterday? Well, that's your own fault. You have to set reminders up. Isn't that what people do nowadays? That's what I used to do when I used to play FGO. I had like reminders all the time, and it was a nightmare. Okay. What is Kill Me supposed to be? Mage Knight, right? Okay, I don't know why the Mage Knight's not spawning. I don't know what's happening. Why is this not working? I gotta figure this out. Hold on. I'll show you you can gawk at the unit placer real quick. I'll try to finagle this. Green units. It is weird green unit shenanigans. Okay, so I have an idea. What if we delete this? Invalidate, delete. Okay, and then we're gonna shrink this down to 50. I have an idea. I have a really janky idea that probably will work. Okay, reallocate this to 10. I'm gonna allocate new space. Just one slot. This one becomes... So we're gonna drag you all the way down. Just a blue unit. So I think we can just have you pop in at the bottom. Hello, vocal calibrator, though. Hopefully you're having a good evening. Okay, so you jump in here. Change that. And then I need to copy Kill Me's. I swear to God, if we start this chapter and Kill Me spawns anyways, that'd be the most cursed thing possible. Okay. So I think that's correct. You know what? Hold on. I have an idea. Let me test something real fast. Okay, hold on, I'm just gonna pass. We're gonna do this again. Yeah, look, I didn't realize that you could just get the bow anyways if you let Leonard live in the previous chapter, so that's kind of why this is all janky. Okay. I don't know why the character's not spawning. Like, there should be a spot here. What am I missing? What am I doing wrong? Hold on, we're gonna skip to turn 10. I don't really care if anyone dies. We're just gonna reset this until I make sure this works correctly. Okay, that's fine. So this is turn 3 now. That's fine. This should be turn 4. Okay. And then this should be turn... That's fine. Okay, that's fine. Again, we're just testing stuff. Should be turn 5. Okay. Well, I just want to try something real quick. Okay. So they didn't spawn yet, and that's... So, yeah, because Leonard died, we don't get him anymore. Okay. Before just getting your ass beat by Elden Ring, how is Elden Ring Night Rain? I have never played Elden Ring, surprisingly enough. I remember when it was announced, I was like, oh, I was so excited for it, and I was gonna play it, and then I just never got around to buying it, and I just like, oh, well, I guess it's just a game that I forgot about. Okay, yeah, it's tragic. So they never spawn in. What do you mean there's a lot of feet? Without any context, that sounds a little cursed. Why is this unit not spawning? Literally. What am I doing wrong? Hold on, you want to see the unit placer real quick? Hold on, what am I doing wrong? I literally made a new event here. Unless I forgot to set it to be a chapter start event, and that's probably the problem. What am I doing incorrectly? One unit. Place down here. Do not auto level. Size doesn't really matter. Address is already allocated. What am I doing wrong? A lot of characters are barefoot. Well, okay. That's interesting, I guess. Do the ROM. Hold on. Let me see if I can finagle this. There's always a way to fix this. I wonder if I have to. I wonder if I have to insert an event for this. I shouldn't have to. Okay, hold on. I haven't. I gotta go to event condition. Oh wait, hold on. I have a. What if I put it under player placement? Maybe that's the secret. Okay, before I destroy the ROM any further, let me make a save real quick, and then let me finagles. I have an idea. We're gonna garbage this data, so it'll trash this. That's fine. Write that to ROM. We're gonna go to the player placement data expansion. Crank this to 13. And then we're just gonna paste in the new data here. Yep, allocate right to ROM. So just to commander 0 right to ROM, and then try to boot this again and see if this works. Sometime. Oh shoot! I didn't give the correct placement. Shit. All right, hold on. Let me close this again. Okay. No, that's actually correct. Okay, that's fine. Okay, so we're gonna. I did actually set the correct location. Run test. Anyways, how are you doing, Havel? Don't you love having to finagle Fire Emblem to try to make it do what you want it to do? All right, reset this. Okay, start. It's not spawning in. It's not spawning in. It should be spawned in like right around here is where I've marked the character to spawn. Unless I'm doing something very incorrect. What am I doing wrong? Yeah, what am I doing wrong? I don't understand. I must have broken something. Much ADHD's for getting Fire Emblem? Not that much. Cursed ROM? It's always cursed. Every time I do something, something breaks in half. Alright, you want the ROM? Hold on. I'll send it to you real quick while I try to finagle this. Because again, I don't want to lose out on a character. There might be a flag, but I don't think there should be a flag that's causing this to happen. Alright, hold on, Expo. I'm gonna send you the ROM if you want to take a quick peek at this real fast. I just saw Kahila's character submission. What did you just submit? I saw a phone for like 2 seconds and I'm like, oh no, what is this? Alright, FE PME3. I think this is the one? Yeah, today is the first. Okay, here we go. Let's see. Hold on, there's gotta be a way to fix this. Oh wait, I have a super janky idea. Hold on, I think I have a dumb idea. Like I said, there's probably, like as you said, there is probably a flag that's breaking this in half. Question is, why is my internet so slow today? What the heck? I'm seeing connection just dropping left and right. That's a character, that's the start of the map, that's our protagonist, that's Milane who joins quickly. I wonder if I have to go to the event editor. I don't use the event editor nearly that much. Because it's primarily, it's kind of annoying. They also don't like know which event you're trying to adjust, which is obnoxious, and I really usually don't, and so I'm kind of lazy. Okay, what do we got here? Turn 5. You know what, I have an idea. What if I just get rid of the flag? What if I make it so that he's always recruited? What the heck? Why is my internet constantly dropping? Hello? Okay, yeah, wait, hold on. This might be the jankiest idea. What if I just get rid of the event flag? So, if result does not equal Y, okay, always provide protected, then jump to condition X900. Event end. Okay, so else execute the following. Okay, here's my logic. If I get rid of the flag, right? Let's see. If I change it from a what if I change it so that if okay, hold on, there's gotta be a way to do this. Okay, label condition elephant. Okay, hold on. This is gonna be the jankiest thing I've done. I'm gonna get rid of the flag check. I'm gonna pray to God this works. Alright, hold on. I hope this works. Otherwise, I may have just broken this in half again. Alright, so we're gonna do this, and we're gonna purge kill me from the initial start. Okay, that should be fine. Right, that's a map. Right, that's a map. Okay, so I'm gonna try this. I'm gonna see if this works. That way, even no matter what, if you kill him or let him live, you'll always recruit. Okay. And I think that's perfectly fine for a PME ROM hack experience. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is we're gonna cheat. We're gonna speed up real fast. I'm gonna go to the cheat menu. I'm going to set all enemies to do not move, and we're gonna end turn a couple times. Okay, so if I did this right, so this is turn 2. Should show up on turn 5. Turn 3. 5. I don't know where this goober came from. Okay, there we go. Okay, so this works. Okay, so there's Kill Me. So we know she works correctly. She comes in by herself. She's got her skills. Kanto, Reposition, Opportunist, and Quick Burn. Okay, so this is correct. All right. This was way more difficult than it needed to be. Goodness gracious. Okay, let's actually play the ROM now. See? The solution is when you don't know what to do, just delete the problem. Alright. Alright, now let's actually do this. Alright, so we gotta survive for 17 turns. I swear, this map might actually take the entire stream at this rate because it's been an hour and we are only now actually playing the map. Alright, so there is a bunch of dudes over here. They have swords. Oh, actually, we're running into a lot of silver weapons. Okay, wait, so what happens if we talk to these guys? Oh, over here, save me! I don't want to die here yet. Oh wait, you get like you get a whole level up? Oh my god, you get a whole level up for talking to these people. Wait, that's actually kind of nutty. Oh, is that for all of them? Hold on. Wait, that's actually disgusting. Wait, hold on. That's insane if you get a whole level just for talking to a person. Let's see if we can go talk to this one. You're a lifesaver, thanks, bud. Oh yeah, you do just get a straight whole 100 EXP. That's so free. Anyways, yeah, welcome to Fire Emblem, where everything breaks in half because the person who's managing the ROM is very not good at it. You know, I try my best. Like I said, it's kind of weird kind of digging into other people's work and kind of bastardizing it for my own purposes, for entertainment value. So hopefully, if the mod author ever sees the stream, they're not going to be like, what in the world are you doing? And I'll be like, I'm doing things. Do you really need rally speed or savior? You do need to keep opportunist. I think we'll just get rid of darting blow. Let's get rid of darting blow. You're right about the ring and event flag. Yeah, so there is an event flag, primarily because if you ever look at the ROM proper, there's like a thing that says, hey, this character's only recruitable if you let him live in a previous chapter. Unfortunately, we killed him because I saw that he had an S rank bow, and my brain immediately went monkey mode and said, I need that S rank bow. What's going on here? Oh my god. I'm trying to enjoy a meal with my books, says the lady with gigantic assets. If you want something done, do it yourself. I'll help out if it means I can get back to my work. Okay, thanks. This is our second Pegasus Knight. I don't know why she has a heal staff. I think I forgot to get rid of it, but she does come with a secret book. This is Gina. This character belongs to Comrade Shibe. And she is basically a run-of-the-mill Falco Knight. She's got more or less the same skill as the other one, but the unique skill is Adept and Assassinate. She should also have Fortress Defense, which is really weird. I don't know why that's not showing up, so now I have to fix that. Fuck me. Alright, I knew something was broken. I think it's because of the Falco Knights having like a bajillion classes, or skills. Another way to fix this is to probably... I don't know why they have Warding Blow, so I think if I set this to... Okay, I have an idea. Set this... Okay, I have an idea. Set this to 254, set this to 5. And then set Rally Speed to 244, and then Darting Blow to 244. They should not have Darting Blow either. Okay, hold on. We're gonna start this map one more time. And this should be correct. She's not gonna die. I'm gonna do my best to keep all the flyers alive, because a lot of times our flyers explode into a million tiny pieces. Okay, skip. Okay. So if I do this right... Okay, so we're gonna do this again. Just talk here, skip that. We already know that. Okay, then we're gonna have Brunya reposition you, and then have you come over here. Okay. There we go. Okay, so her unique skill is Fortress Defense. She gets +5 defense, but -3 strength and magic, so she's essentially a flying tank. Except for her resistance is really bad. She's got the hairstyle betrays. Listen, just because you have that hairstyle doesn't mean you're gonna die. I actually do like that hairstyle quite a bit. It's a fun hairstyle. I saw a character, a very popular, somewhat popular character from a game, get drawn with that in official art, and let's just say the entire community around that game collectively imploded or exploded because they're like, oh my gosh, neurons activated, have to go, you know, it's like monkey brain turns on. You're here to save us? Thank you. Kick their butts. All right, little child, I will protect you. Simon will protect you. Yeah, I think it's a fun hairstyle. It's very motherly, I guess is the best way to describe it, and I think it's kind of fun to have a character with that type of aesthetic, right? Wouldn't you agree? Nothing wrong with such a hairstyle, so we gotta go all the way and talk and try to fight Ubel. I don't know if we're gonna be able to do that, but we'll try. No, I think no one's technically supposed to be able to... You're not supposed to be able to play as Falco Knights. So I was looking through the ROM. Pegasus Knights actually promote into Wyvern Knights, because Wyvern Riders aren't supposed to be playable either, but they promote... So I had to finagle it so that you could promote into that. So I've more or less finagled things, and I'm just making off-the-cuff decisions on... Because essentially the way it works, every class gets a skill promoted at 5, but that's kind of the janky part about it. So I had to pick and choose one of them as the level 5 skill. Yeah, Falcos were not planned. The easiest way to check is that if you're looking at the base ROM, not the one that I sent you because I already edited it, playable classes promoted have a 30-30, like in every stat as the max cap. And that's kind of the issue, is that technically most of them didn't have that. I think I'm pretty sure I can park Zoingo here, except for the fact this thing is Flux, which is kind of a problem. What is this thing? Yeah, I don't want to pull Zoingo over there, but I can probably bait that other one out. Because Zoingo's got really high defense, but not really high other stats, and that should be fine. We do need to start ripping through these enemies, and we're going to start pulling Lear up. Oh, is she supposed to have Darting Blow? Shit. Okay, hold on. Let me think. I really don't want to restart the map. Let's see. Hold on. This is for Gina, right? Can I finagle the character data and maybe insert a... Can I insert a skill this way? I cannot. Okay. Not really a way to insert skills through this cheat menu, which is kind of the other problem, and I can't really do that. So I could try to restart the map again, and we just give you guys the correct skill. I have an idea. I don't want to restart the map because I'm so dang lazy at this point. Here's my jank solution to this. We're gonna go to the class editor, and I'm gonna set Falco Knight Darting Blow as a level. Can I have it as a level? Okay, hold on. What level is Gina? Gina's 5. I'll set Darting Blow to 6. Close the ROM. Close that. Close that. Reboot the ROM. We'll set it to 6 so she gets on the next level up. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm lazy at this. I don't want to restart the chapter again. We've been trying to finagle this for so long. I just want to be able to play. What do you mean it restarted the chap? Oh my lord. I forgot to suspend in this ROM. Doesn't make any sense for some reason. I don't know why. Oh my, I'm going to go crazy. Suspend in this ROM, it like always takes you back to the beginning of the turn unless for some reason. It's not like regular it's not like regular Fire Emblem where it's like it just immediately whatever you're doing is what gets resolved. It's so odd and it's driving me a little bananas. Alright, we're gonna do this again. Okay, so we're gonna have you reposition. Okay, you move up here, you go grab. Let's make sure Gina's here. Gina's here. Okay, she's got Darting Blow. She'll get the other one, that's fine. You got a good work and continue this letters. God bless. Oh, I'm trying my best. Hopefully you had fun. Also, hi, cool Shiva. Yes. Oh, look at that Neffany. Look at that Neffany emo. That's cute. Wasn't she basically the very first playable soldier, Halberdier? I'm pretty sure she was in like all of Fire Emblem. Because for the most part, that class was never really playable until Radiant, whatever it was from. Why is there a Micaiah Dumpy emote? Who has these? Poncho Mickey Shaker? Is that what they're called now? Shakers? Oh my gosh. That's so funny. That's such a cursed emote to have. What is that emote? Oh, that's right. Lucas, I guess. Yeah. Alright, we're gonna run Havel this direction. That's so funny. Mickey's such a funny emote. Thank you for giving me a laugh. That's funny. I love it. Alright. Okay, we're saving the kids, and we're not doing any more restarts. Whatever we have is whatever we have. I don't want to restart anymore. I will keep these 3 over here, and then I'm gonna have Brunya move this way, and I'm gonna have Lear move up. As long as there's at least 1 healer in each stack, we should be fine. Fun fact, did you know this wall is technically impassable, which is so weird? I've never seen that wall. I guess it's so that you don't just get run over from the beginning, but that's really interesting. Okay, we'll have you go yap this child up. Okay. Oh my god, where do you have all these emotes from? It's so bouncy. Okay. Wait, these emotes you mean? Have they been around for a while? I don't know, I've never seen these emotes before because I don't know. It's really funny. Between Shigler, I have to allow that. Incredible. It's always funny, like, when someone comes in and they start posting some of the most unhinged emotes. I think it's hilarious. Oh, these walls? Really? Okay. I don't think I ever see it very often in a lot of ROM acts that have, like, walls like this, but it is kind of interesting. That druid's gonna be a problem, and I have to figure out how to do that. Yes! Come over here, young children. We will rescue you from your potential death. I'm just gonna give you some levels. I'm basically gonna give the levels to whoever I think needs them. So basically anyone who's just started out recently. So I think Zeoposer probably needs to get as many levels as possible. Let's just have Zeoposer get this. That kid just said I'm depressed. I should have read the rest of that dialogue. I'm kind of curious what that kid was gonna go say next. I'm depressed. It's this little 5-year-old little I can't come up with a girl name off the top of my head. Anyways, let's go rip and tear. You know, the problem here is that, surprisingly enough, I think Havel doesn't really take damage from this, but there's actually a lot of enemies. Havel is at the point where Havel can't double anymore because these enemies are way too quick. And it is a bit of an issue. Okay. Now I could have Roxana go in there, but oh my lord! That thing will God, this thing will just kill everyone. Why does it have pursuit? When under attack +2. Ooh, this is actually kind of scary. Alright, it's okay, we'll have Ray do this. Yeah, her animations break the noise. Oh, that's right, we gamble with Roxana, thank you. Go Roxana, funny meme. Yeah, that's right, I forgot Roxana's got the funny meme thing. It's gamble, right? That's so risky. Hold on. I think the solution is we have to have Alana kill this. Like, halberdiers in this are so scary. Yeah, halberdiers are insanely nutty because they have such ridiculous defenses and they're basically, you know, berserkers. Yeah, I think her crit was like 120 something. Hold on, we'll see what it looks like. Yeah, so it says 120. So the problem is the hit rate's kind of rough. So 74% guaranteed to kill. If we use the light brand, there's no way it's gonna do enough damage. So I guess we could gamble. You want to go gambling? I guess we'll go gambling. This is how Roxana operates, right? Do we do it? Do we go gambling? I guess I don't have a choice, right? I'm sure it's fine. Oh, she's dead. She missed! Well, we in fact stopped winning immediately. Well, that's tragic. That is very tragic. Her first attempt at gambling. Well, I think it was her second time attempting at gambling, but it was not meant to be. This map is actually I think this map's actually gonna be like way harder than I think it was meant to be. I did crank the enemy difficulty up by like 3 levels, and I'm looking at the enemy stack, and I'm like, this actually is kind of scary what we're running into right now. And I'm like, oh, this is an issue. Because Zoingo can't double. Everything basically doubles Zoingo at this point, but also Zoingo's got so much durability. My main concern up there... See, my main concern is that Alana dies. I'm pretty sure Alana dies to this, this hero. This hero had to die, but since the hero did in fact not die, I have no idea how I can keep Alana alive at this point in time. I don't know if I overtuned it, as in I more just got really unlucky with how this is about to pan out. So let's do the math real quick, right? So this thing's got 25 attack speed, 34 attack. Alana's got 16 defense. So 16, so 34 minus 16 puts you at 18. 18 times 2 is 18 times 2 would be 36. So assuming no crit, Alana survives. So Alana can survive, but it's gonna be a little risky. We have to kill this for sure immediately though. Which thankfully that's what Arani's got killer bow for. Nice. Okay, there we go. You're here for your 1 attack per stream. Don't worry, we're gonna have you do things because there's a lot of flyers coming in on that right side. So anyone who's got a bow is gonna need to be over there soon. I think we just ignore most of these enemies. Do I really need to kill the boss? What does he even have? I mean, if you kill him, you get a secret book, but that's about it. It's not really worth it. Okay, can I... Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, you're dead. Okay, so I think what we do... I can't rescue, because I think if I rescue, I just get Vermeil killed. Because her defense is way lower. Her attack speed's not as high, so I think we just have to let Alana try to tank a hit and try not to explode. We have to have these guys focus everything up here, which is my biggest concern. There's a lot of threats up there. Here's what we can do is we can maybe up her HP just like by 1 more step. Maybe just 1 more health is fine. And let's see, what's her supports? If Lear, okay, so if I pull Lear down here, that's probably enough to give her enough stats to not explode on contact. And then what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna bait out, I'm just gonna move out of the way and try to not get in the range of this druid and try to force the hero to attack Zoingo, and then the druid we're just gonna run away from it. And then we may need to force Brunya to do some Nosferatu tanking. I'm so sorry that I got your character killed. Whose character was that? Shibi, I'm so sorry I got your character killed, but at least your second character's here immediately. That's the enemies are actually scary. Oh shit, that's a longbow. Wait a second, that's crazy good. I'm so sorry, Shibi, that your character died on impact. In the previous PME that we did, I did allow one character to get revived every now and again. I think, though, I used the chapter, like the route split and route merges as the checkpoints. I don't know what's an appropriate checkpoint for this run, but I may allow one character to get revived. Maybe after this chapter, and we'll just put it to a poll on Discord. Does Ray die? Oh. Okay, good. Thank goodness. Thank goodness Ray's magic is actually, like, comically high. And, yeah, her tome is a Nosferatu tome, so she just kind of... So we do technically have two characters that can Nos tank, which is pretty dang handy. I don't think I'm gonna try to get Yubel just because it's kind of a difficult thing to go grab. So for this run, I'm going to not really focus on trying to get Yubel. That's why I didn't make him a recruitable, because I was pretty sure he's dead. And this village bishop is asking to just explode. How are you doing, Hayashi? No, I think it's fine if some people die. That's why we had a lot of replacement units. Plus, it's not Fire Emblem if people just... Oh my god, yeah, like... How am I supposed to kill this guy? Or at least fight him and survive? Okay, so... Let's see his potential damage, right? So he's got the Holy Shaft with the hit rate of 69, because haha, funny number. 46 damage, of 100 void, 65 crit. Some ridiculous stat line... No, you have to fight him once and survive in order to recruit him in a future chapter, if you want to have him. The problem is sending someone who's tanky enough to survive his attack. I think, unironically, you'd probably have to send... I don't even think Cavill could survive. 46. Actually, no, Havel could survive. Yeah, because Spectrum stance. Or you initiate with Armored Blow, and then you just pull Havel out with, like, Reposition. Because I don't think he moves. Oh, he does move, okay. Yeah, it's doable. It's just a little high risk. I'm just gonna park Havel here. Oh, wait, there's a Halberd here. Whoops, goodbye. You have to drive again. Being the family taxi sucks. Well, enjoy being a taxi. Hopefully you enjoy being the ferry. We could also just send a Miracle character. I kind of forgot we have a bunch of those. I think Ray's got Miracle. You see the range attack? I think Holy Shaft is a ranged weapon. Oh, it's not. Yeah, you could probably put... Wait, no, hold on. He's probably got some gimmick. Always double check the skills. You never know when there's a gimmick. He's got Dragon's Rage, too. Yeah, that's rough. All right. Can Atalaya get a kill? Probably not. Can Vermeil get a kill? Nope. All right. You know what? Here's my solution to this problem. You know, when you see a stack of enemies like this that you just don't want to deal with, the solution is you just park Havel and you just walk away. There's no need to go in there. Oh my gosh, this is so bad. I don't know how I'm gonna go sit and kill this thing. I'm pretty sure I could just park Brunya there and it should be fine. Is there any... I do need to get to these other villages. There's like 3 more houses I need to go visit. I don't know if Gina can double this. Well, it's also got a silver axe. Gina can't double this, surprisingly enough. Oh, you know why? Her con is 6. That's so funny. Yeah, her con is 6. That's why she can't double. It's her attack speed craters from like 22 to 18, and this thing's got 21. Yeah, this thing is actually surprisingly quick. No, if that green unit dies, that's not a big deal. That's fine. I don't particularly care if he dies. Okay, so I'm just gonna pull around here. Soingo is in range of something. I'm pretty sure we're just gonna have to try to Nos tank this, and then just finagle it. This map is probably gonna be the testiest map. Well, I didn't so much change her. That's fine. Let's pull this down here. We're gonna pull Logger up. I see an evil stack of things coming our way. We could try to maybe bait by standing on top of that thing, but I think we could probably bait this way. I think Logger could survive that. Don't you love Fire Emblem? I love Fire Emblem and all of its nonsense. Alright, just gonna leave Havel down there. Havel can just tank everything alone and should be okay. And we do get the new character at on turn 5, so we have a little bit more durability. Oh, he's dead, isn't he? Oh. Well, that's fine. She'll just have to get her sword stat up. It'll be okay. The heal staff, we can just say it'll be given to someone else. It's not that big of a deal. God, 52. Like, why is like Havel's accuracy is like super bad now too? I don't know what's going on with that. Unless this enemy just has like ridiculously high avoid. What do you mean Havel doubles the warrior? What do you mean Havel doubles this? All right, goodbye, village bishop. Oh, never mind. He's still hanging on by a thread. I wonder if we can rescue him. There is supposedly some secret items here. Just kidding. Yeah, okay, there's nothing here. That's fine. Technically, you only have... Oh, you know, that's true. I didn't think about the leadership stars. I always forget leadership stars exist as a mechanic, honestly, because very few Fire Emblem ROM hacks really use them, which is kind of funny. I think I was going to allow people to start buying leadership stars in future PMEs, because I think it'd be kind of funny if you really want to be a buff bot. You can just be like, everyone gets bonus accuracy and avoid. Well, goodbye, village bishop. I've done what I can. Young Lamont, I apologize. What a tragedy. The poor man is dead. I forgot Sei has that, like, bowl emote. I think, you know what's really funny? I find Sei's VTuber lore incredibly humorous because he's basically like, anyways, so the blob is the actual VTuber, and then the body is the girl that's being possessed by the giant blob. And I'm just like, yeah, that sounds about right. Even Simon is struggling against these enemies, which is kind of interesting. Is that one? Jeez. God. Yeah, Sei's got like the parasite. I think it's hilarious. I've not seen that cheese one. That's new to me. All right, Lear. Let's pull some of these other guys. Maybe Arani can get a kill. Nope, Arani definitely will not get a kill. Maybe I should have brought. Maybe I should have brought what's our favorite character's name again? Milky Blades. Oh, I don't want it to be so easy. Like, we have to make it difficult. Otherwise, what's the point? We were running over so many chapters without issue that I'm perfectly fine tuning the enemies up a little bit. It does provide a little bit of testing to my capabilities as a renowned Fire Emblem strategist gamer. Right? Because as we all know, I am the... Oh, shoot, there's an enemy there. I think Zoingo's the only one with the thingy. I gotta kill the archer. Zoingo can probably tank everything except that. What are you running? Oh, you have a vanity. Okay. We gotta find a way to kill all of these. I'm gonna have Lear try to smash this one down. If Lear gets a crit, it's not lethal. Unlucky. Unfortunate. What happened to Whiskey? So, as you may or may not know, there is a giant heat wave going across through some parts of the world right now, and Whiskey is in fact in one of those countries where they are essentially dying of the heat, and there's not much you can really do about that. So yeah, she's kind of... I saw Whiskey complaining about like the heat. It's just very rough. Even for me, like I said earlier, I barely woke up for stream, and I was half considering canceling today because I was just a zombie when I woke up, and it's partly because the weather is just so awful. Do you survive this? The problem is I need to have someone kill that adventurer immediately. I'm not sure if we can. I think Zoingo can tank this. Yeah, we should be fine. Your AC's malfunctioning again? Oh my gosh. And you're in Texas too, so the weather's like awful. Ooh, I hope you survive. Don't die on us. You have to live. You have so many things to live for. Logger's defense is high, right? Yes, okay, I'm pretty sure. We gotta kill this stupid goober. Alright. Only like 5 years old. Jesus Christ. Well, you know the saying nowadays, modern appliances aren't really meant to last that much long. Aren't meant to last that long anyways. It's really annoying. A lot of refrigerators like have built-in ice makers and they start dying after like 5 years, and it's super frustrating. We used to have one of those super fancy smart fridges like Samsung that gave you like a little big giant tablet on the front and everything. And it was like, oh, it has like a built-in speaker, Android tablet, you can browse the internet on it, play music. It was, and see like cameras on the inside. You wanna know how long it lasted? It lasted about like 5-6 years before it broke down on us completely and we had to throw away all of our food because it just died. Actually aggravating. Okay, so you can actually, Vermeil can actually tank this. As long as she can survive like one hit. I'm okay pushing her here, because then we're gonna shine on top of this one. Ooh. She lives. She lives. There we go. It was a little risky to do that. I run Doom. You could run Doom. It was a big enough tablet. You could probably run a games on it if you really wanted to. If you have a little sibling come over or a little cousin come over and say like, "You got any games on your phone?" You could probably just point them to the refrigerator, and they could probably play Roblox on it if they really, really wanted to. Why would you do that? I don't know, but you could, right? Just because you can. Yeah, you got any games on your phone? As you try to point them to, like, you want to play Roblox on the refrigerator? Oh, that's right. I forgot. It's got Savage Blow, which actually does weaken that, which means we probably can kill this one with Heart Seal. I still can't believe I had Heart Seal operating off of, or keying off of enemy defense. That was so stupid. I am a professional hacker, man. I swear. If I had time, I would probably try, like, I'd like to make my own Fire Emblem ROM hack one day, but I got so many other projects that it's realistically never gonna happen. Okay, we're gonna pull Havel back at some point. Okay, so Zoingo's gonna have to tank 2 mages, which I think Zoingo might be able to do. Zoingo does have a decent amount of resistance, and you have to tank 2 hits. Next be 20. 22, yeah, so they won't double you. 28 and 32 minus 18, so 28, so that's 10. 10, and then 32 minus 18 puts you at... What is that? 14? 14 plus 10 is 28. 28 is less than 38, so I believe Zoingo does survive 2 strikes, and that should be fine. This map is actually getting a little nuttier. We have to hold the line in the middle. I will try to get her a lighter weapon at some point. Alright, we can do this. We can survive. Come on, Zoingo. Yeah, thunder tomes mean nothing to Zoingonius. If it doubled, I would have been really scared. Thankfully, it didn't. Alright, little mage, sage. Your fireballs mean nothing to the great armor that this brave wyvern wyvern lord has. I don't see what they do now. The problem is I do want to try getting to those houses, but at this rate and how many enemies are constantly coming our way, it might be a little difficult. Again, Brunya can NOS tank up to a point. It seems I've arrived late. All right. Fantastic. Well, welcome aboard our local mage knight who was supposed to be an adventurer in a past life. Okay, so you have... This is Kiyomi, the other character that has been recruited, a local priest is serving the word of the divine leader. This character belongs to John Doe. Basically, the main thing is home range +1 and opportunist. So Kiyomi has the unique ability of being able to fling magic at 3 tiles away, which is insane. It's hilarious. I'm gonna talk over here real fast. Okay, so we're just gonna have them talk real quick. It's like some plot thing. I kind of forgot what the main relationship between these two was, but hey, we're having them talk to each other. And hey, look, they both get a level up, which is kind of cute. Oh, and we get... Okay, that's fine, yeah. So we get, since Z-Opposer just hit 5, Z-Opposer does get access to... Oh, shit. Okay, well, might have broken something. We have double hope fair on Z-Opposer. Oh, don't pick the dog classes. They're not in the game. Pick another class, please. I had to do this for someone else. But, okay, so I guess Z Opposer's entire gimmick is Z Opposer has access to +8 damage for free? I'm not gonna change this at this point. I think it's hilarious. Hold on. Oh my god. I don't even know if they stack. It might not actually stack, but we're just gonna roll with it. Yeah. You think Beaufair 1 is good? Have you heard about its sequel, Beaufair 2? Or what about Beaufair 3? Yeah, we had another person who wanted a dog character, but I decided it was just like, it's a little too much for me to try to finagle. And so I decided, yeah, just don't. How far can this mage move? God, there's so many enemies. I think I have to try to kill this one, then immediately pull back. Go, logger, go! Commit crimes and destroy the enemy. There we go. Yeah, I know, sorry. Just, no monster classes for the time being. I know Umi, for example, likes to be a spider all the time. I know we haven't had a chance to use Umi a lot in this run. I think it's my own fault for kind of breaking how Umi was supposed to operate as a character, and I was trying to finagle it, but it's really hard to recover it in the long term, sort of cheating the stats to be a little more better, which I might have to do. But I'm trying to avoid that. Or we could just feed Umi a lot of bond essences. That's also an option. We have a lot that we should probably start using up. Okay, the problem is this Sage is actually kind of scary. The Sages are actually spooky. Sage and all that is nuts. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can pull around here. Let's talk. Ah, yes. Yeah, that's right. We got the chat. Look at Lear. He's becoming a real hero, a real champion of the people. I don't know what rally. What is your rally? Million's got rally something. Rally skill, which is actually really good. Okay, we're gonna start pulling Havel back. I don't think I want to necessarily bait these guys out. They don't have anything worth grabbing, so it's fine. Again, we don't gotta kill everything. We just need to survive, and we know there's multiple waves of enemies coming in. Oh, for let's see. Who needs the light weapon? Gina, right? Okay. We'll give okay, so you take that, and then you give this. Okay, so you can have an iron lance and the steel lance in case we need a little bit more damage. I think this is fine. A lot of his defenses are actually really not ideal in a lot of this situation. I think I need to pull. Oh, you don't have a reposition skill. Can you tank? What do you have? Oh my gosh, everyone's got super offensive oriented characters, and I'm trying to find a way to like keep some of these people alive. Because we have a lot of tanky characters, but not nearly as much as you'd think we would. Reposition you back one tile, and that should be, I think this is workable. Brunya's on a forest, so with Nosferatu, so she's okay. And we have like a bajillion healers like ready on the back line. Lear can tank at least a single hit, and then everyone else is just like ready to just intercept and keep everyone alive. We're gonna pull Alana back and heal. Yeah, I'm thinking Ivy might have been actually a little better for this mission, but I saw the amount of flyers and I was like, okay, they're probably gonna spawn more flyers. So that's kind of why I opted for this instead. But it's okay, we have like 3 healers more as our casters get promoted. Like we actually have a decent amount. Like, we got one Mage Knight here who's got a healing option. Annalea is obviously a big healer. She's technically an Omnicaster, but she doesn't use anything else but her personal tome, so it doesn't really matter. Oh, I completely forgot Logger can use bows. I completely, legitimately forgot that he's a Tarvos and he can actually use archery stuff. Holy cow. Oh, where did those enemies come from? Oh, they're coming in quick. Hello, Saba. How are you doing? I'm doing pretty good. I need to pee. I have been chugging this beautiful cup of water. I have to be healthy. In fact, I'm trying to not eat right now because I'm seeing my doctor tomorrow to do doctor things. That's right. Oh my goodness. Thank goodness that missed, because I think Brunya's attack hit rate is broken again. Yeah, on the defense, your attack rate, your hit rate's like overflowing to 32, which is really bad. So Brunya is, surprisingly enough, a really bad enemy phase character, which is a problem. Again, it's overflowed, and there's no way to prevent the overflow. That's just how the skill works. It's so funny. So yeah, I'll be seeing my doctor tomorrow morning, so I have to do like all the battery of blood tests and everything. So my doctor can tell me that I'm the coolest and healthiest VTuber he's ever seen, even though he doesn't know that I'm a VTuber, and I will never tell a real person that at all. Alright, we gotta knock out this wave, and then we gotta turn around and deal with this stack over here, because there's like 2 fat generals with Spectrum and everything else. What was Havel's? I actually can't remember what Havel's personal skill was. What was Havel's personal skill? Oh, it was heavy strikes. That's right. So he's calling a surprisingly light weapon. As I breathe. I'm totally being honest. The doctor's gonna be like, you know what? You're the healthiest VTuber ever to exist, and I'll be like, yeah, that's right. I'm the best. Okay, so surprisingly enough, I cannot actually do that much damage to these things. Because primarily the speed is a little rough. Why are we doubting me? It's true. Actually, no. To be fair, at least I'm not like a VTuber who just goes on to... I saw a VTuber earlier today tweet about how they may have had some significant issues with their... I don't even know how to describe it. I'm not actually... No, never mind. We're not going to go into that. I saw a tweet and I'm like, when I think about it, I'm like, no, I don't want to discuss this. It's kind of gross. Alright, Logger. Time to start chopping up some enemies. I'm 70% soup, probably. Unironically, I'll be like, yeah, so anyways, your blood pressure is kind of crazy. How are you functioning when your blood is literally broth? It's not the mold one. I've seen the mold ones. No, it's worse. It was someone getting locked out with and then something happening. They needed to use the restroom, but they couldn't get back inside. And I'm like, why did this person feel the need to tweet this to the public? No crit for the opposer. That's fine. But yeah, I'm sure the doctor will be like, you know what? Perfectly reasonable. Alright, come on, Lear. It's time to be an anime champion. Lear does not get nearly as many crits as I would like. Perfect against unmounted enemies. Wait, I have not been paying attention. Is it like just going over the enemies' heads, or is it just lopping at their heads? Oh, Deadeye only doubles on player face? Really? Huh. For some reason, I thought it doubles on all faces. Interesting. I did not know that. Okay, I'm gonna have you step up here. You can cast Nosferatu. Boink. I love stealing. Yes, drain their souls. I really need to pee. I'm drinking so much water. I might need to... I normally try to wait until in between maps, but I might actually have to just do it like in the enemy turn. Oh my gosh. I'm trying to find a way how to use this character correctly. Like she's super not able to fight against mage units, which is kind of the problem. But she's able to handle most other threats. Oh, I did not know that. That probably should have a more detailed expansion, but I guess they only had 2 lines available for the descriptors for the skills. Alright, Zoingo, it's time to go commit crimes and slap this one over the head. Come on. Nice. Alright, well, I guess we weren't expecting a kill. We also need to start thinking about, what's it called? Supports. Yeah, Gina's struggling to double. I'm trying to figure out why. I think her con should be higher. Oh, well, she's still slowed by 1, so her attack speed is 21. Speed percent chance to double again. It's a little rough. Yeah, I don't know. I might finagle her con to be just a little bit higher. I think it's a little too low. You know what I mean? Oh, is the throwy thing not working? Oh, you know why it's not working? Because my internet kept dying. Hold on. Let me fix that. Oh, here, I'll do it for you. I just see Brazil one. Yeah, I saw the memes about the custody battle for Miku. Let me also just see what Ray's trying to send me. If she's throwing things at me, it usually means go check Discord. Oh yeah, by the way, did you know it's Canada Day today? Yeah. So if you don't know what Canada Day is, did you know America and Canada kind of basically share the same Independence Day weekend? Kind of interesting stuff. So I really want to fight my way over to Yubel. I think I don't care enough to try to grab Yubel, and that's kind of why I didn't put him as a recruitable. We could try, but we're gonna have to put Lear up there. By the way, I didn't realize this map is 17 turns. I think this legitimately might be the only chapter we end up doing today because it's such a long fight. Okay, I'm gonna use the restroom. I'm gonna end the turn, and hopefully nothing bad happens. Alright, give me one moment. I'm gonna step away. Hopefully nothing bad happens while we try to survive the fight. I think this is the last unit that has to move, right? Probably. Alright. Are there female berserkers in this hack? I don't even think berserkers are even a playable class in this ROM hack, quite frankly. Because I think I was digging through the code, and I think pirates do exist, but I know berserkers exist, but they're not statted out correctly, so I don't think there's actually a recruitable pirate, which is kind of interesting. Reinforcements from the back happened. Oh, okay. Oh, hello. Learn how to paint something that looks like crazy in porcelain. It's like a solid point to settle for the evening. Can you post it on like one of the channels? I'm kind of curious what you're talking about. Okay. By the way, I completely forgot. This weekend is like Anime Expo. I don't know if anyone like pays attention to Anime Expo, which is interesting. But I've been, what's crazy to me? I used to like attending a lot of anime cons. But for whatever reason, anime cons are so expensive nowadays. You ever look at the price of an average anime con? You're spending like, I don't even know how to describe it. It's easily just, like a ticket's like, I think almost $200 for Anime Expo. The anime doesn't have berserkers, I think. I think those are warriors, actually. No, that's a warrior. That's not a berserker, actually. Yeah, no, it's a warrior. If you want a berserker, that's fine. I can finagle the berserker stats to be correct. So if you really want a berserker, you're free to play a berserker. I'm not gonna say no. All right, we gotta find a way to. We gotta set up a wall here. All right, we need a wall that can tank this. The problem is, it's probably gonna be these two goobers, and everyone else behind them, ready to intercept. I think it's the only way we can approach this. Yeah. Let me see this thing that you're talking about. I am kind of curious what you were referring to. Oh, that does look like cracked porcelain. That's really trippy, mostly because... Okay, I just want to point out the photo that you posted, Zoingo. I'm looking at it, and I cannot tell if I'm looking at the inside or the outside of the spoon because of how the lighting is, and it's very trippy. Okay. Alright. We can generally tank most of this except for the casters. Again, my biggest concern in a lot of these fights is just the casters, and there's always a caster here. But yeah, anime conventions are just like super ridiculous. Like AX is like $190. I think ASEN was like $90. I remember when I first started going to anime conventions, like $60 was the expensive price. Now it's just so expensive for everything. Nothing is sacred. I think also part of the problem is that for a lot of these anime conventions, they just keep making them more and more grandiose, and that's why the prices keep going up. They keep getting better and better guests every year. I saw the Anime Expo guest list this year, and I was like, man, it would have been nice to go. Kizuna Ai is doing a concert at Anime Expo, which was kind of surprising. I was like, I didn't even realize she still does concerts. I didn't even realize she was going to come to the US to do that type of thing. But here she is. Would be nice. But also part of the problem is that everyone goes to Anime Expo, and that con just costs like over $1 billion, and I can't justify going. Lyra is just getting beaten up, which is kind of an issue. So... another thing I hate about Anime Expo is obviously you need a VIP pass to get like all the cool stuff that you really want to do. I don't know. Maybe one day it'd be nice to go back. I haven't been to Anime Expo since 2019, I think was the last time I was there. And part of the issue with going to that con is obviously you're in LA and there's like 100,000 people that are there, and it's just a mess. Kizuna Ai is not AI, in fact. Ai as in like love, because AI, like, you know, in Japanese, Ai, it just means love. My question is, you're 30, you know, cosplay, what's there to do? So here's the thing. So what I basically discovered is when I go to anime conventions, I like to do one of two things. I like to go sit down on industry panels, and I like to go attend the concerts that I care about, and I like to go shopping at Artist Alley and Vendor Hall. That's basically the main thing that you're there to do. And I also spend hours at the arcade playing rhythm games because I love playing rhythm games. That's really the main thing you can do there. Once you've kind of gotten older, I guess, which is kind of funny. You can still cosplay. Garm was telling me this, but you can, even if you're 30 plus, you can still cosplay, and nothing's stopping you from doing so. Just do what you can, right? Also, I'm trying to see who else is actually at this event, and there's a bunch of interesting guests that they have. They don't have a guest of honor, and I was wondering if they had like announced like who some of their voice actresses that are coming in from overseas are, but I guess not yet. I don't know. That is the concave side. Got it. But yeah, there's always something to do. Oh my gosh, I like how they just completely ignored Havel. They're just like, we're not even gonna bother fighting the giant beat stick that's gonna scream down at us. All right, we gotta rip our way through this. Okay, put another submission. Got it. Okay, I'll take a look. All right, ZFOs, time to get a kill. Yeah, I think Kizuna Ai was the very first person to really come up with the moniker of VTuber. I don't remember if she was like the first VTuber, but she was really the first one that made it a little more mainstream. And so basically every VTuber in existence can trace their lineage to Kizuna Ai, which is crazy to think about. Without Kizuna Ai, there would not be me. Without me, there would not be this entire wacky Fire Emblem community Rimworld nonsense that we do on a semi-regular basis. Okay, so at least Kiyomi can double. I don't know if she can. She can't kill, I think, is the problem. Unless she triggers something. I don't know if she's got any triggerable skills. Yeah, because there was like the whole Big Four, remember? Like the Big Five. There was like the Big Five back in the day. And like Kizuna Ai was like the #1 of them all. I didn't used to watch that much Kizuna Ai, but I was familiar with a lot of the content. And also for like VTubers, she was kind of, her unique thing was it was before the era of everyone doing live streams. So back then it was like a lot of just like edited videos of doing silly stuff. You know what I mean? So it was a different era. I think modern VTuber fans don't think about the concept of the big four. There used to be like a lot of these like in the original era of VTubers, like you had Kizuna Ai, you had Kaguya Luna, you had Mirai, you had what was the, I can't remember one of them, but I remember there was the Virtual Noja Loli Ochi-san, I think was the other one, and I was like, man, that guy was an inspiration. I was like, you're telling me I can be a cute anime girl on the internet? Yes, please, I will do exactly that. And now we are here, for better or for worse. Oh my lord, that is so risky. Why is Ramil really bad at killing things? Oh, because she's got her main gimmick is that she's really good at killing things at range. Do we have a rapier? I do not. Okay, I don't know how I'm gonna kill this thing. Can I just put Bronya in front of this? Yes. Yeah, classic VTubing was a lot of videos versus edited contents nowadays. Nowadays everything is like live streams because it's just a lot more fun for people to watch. I did implement the proper boon, I'm pretty sure I did. Because I swapped the stats around so that magic could be the boon. Let's see. Yep. For Kiyomi, she does have the magic boon. I did do that one correctly. Let's see if we can get a kill here. This should die quickly. Oh, we do have a rapier. That's interesting. What about Soren later Korone and Pikami for a bit? I mean, what do you mean by that? Like for those? I used to watch some of those too. I don't watch Korone that much, and I used to watch a decent amount of Pikami. I don't really watch Pikami's new identity as much. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of fell off from watching a lot of the bigger VTubers after that early era of when I was in college and all that stuff when they were like super popular. I think basically, like, I'm not gonna lie, I think I do semi keep up with like who's who in like Hololive. I basically don't pay attention to Nichi-Sanji, and I basically just watch like one Hololiver on a semi-regular basis, and that's whenever Matsuri is streaming, and sometimes her edited videos and covers I'll love to listen to, but that's about it. And then yeah, but I think nothing will ever kind of capture the magic for me for Hololive when it was Gen 4, like Kiryu Koko and everyone that was in her era, as well as, because that was around the same time that Hololive EN kind of came out too. Like that original Hololive EN crew was just, it was such a wonderful magical experience that's just so hard to capture again. Oh, okay, I guess Sora, yeah, that's right, Tokino Sora was like, it was super crazy too, like she was the OG Hololiver, and now look at how big Hololive is. It's crazy. It's wonderful. Yeah, Myth and Council just ain't the same. I miss Myth so much. I'm glad Amelia Watson is still kind of just like in that associate status, but Gura obviously is not there anymore, and you're not gonna ever get that magic of having all of them together. Holy moly, we can't hit this thing. We can't really do much damage. I guess we'll just pull out the Killer Axe. I don't think double crit's enough to kill, right? Oh, it is. Odyssey on Kalichan is the most bittersweet song, high-end water. It is, yeah. I think it's just really sad that we're just not going to have that same experience with the OG Myth crew anymore. It really sucks. I really did miss their content altogether. Okay, what else is coming after us? We should probably try to get those houses. I don't think Zongo can kill this thing, right? Nope, you will die because that thing is a brick wall. We'll break you here. We'll get some casters to follow behind you. Yeah. But yeah, I remember I used to, like, Kiryu Koko would do, what was that Good Morning show that she would do all the time? Asakoko. Yeah, when she used to do Asakoko, it was literally, I think it was like literally the same time I would pull into work. And so I was like, oh, okay, I guess I get to watch Asakoko as part of my morning routine. It was so wonderful. Oh. I love the unhingedness of it all. I miss the unhingedness of Asakoko. It was so good. And then everyone ran Asakoko into like being a drug. like copium, and then they turn it into, and then they make like and then I remember like there was like the whole alternate Kiryu Coco cane. It was just straight unhinged, and I lived for it. It was so good. What was that animation for Flycatcher? What was that? What was that? That was such a weird animation. It's not even just that too, Kahil. It was also like the whole the tail had a plug attached to it. That's how it was attached to the individual. Oh my lord! There's so many reinforcements. All right, well, let's just kind of rip our way through this. I'm not sure how we can kill this easily. Yeah, this thing's actually kind of annoying to hit. I'm hoping that we get like some skill triggers. Oh, that triggered something. Hold on. How did Vermeil do that much damage? Oh, it must have triggered Corona, but it's not. It wasn't animated. 50, because it would have been -9. No, it had something else. I don't know. That's weird. Did a lot more damage. Actually, no. 24. Oh yeah, so it did trigger Corona. Okay. That's fine. We're gonna go here. We're just gonna. Why don't we have you heal here? To get instant. Yeah, I think she was kind of the first one to do the Yagu stuff. Why is there Yagu emote? That's not mine. That's a Twitch global emote, which is even funnier. Alright, Annalea is the first person to have S rank in stabs. I have no idea if there's an S rank staff. Okay, you do no damage. Zoingo does 5. I guess that's some damage. Do your best, Zoingo. Yep. But yeah, I do miss that era. We'll never have that same level of wacky shenanigans ever again. And it is quite sad. Alright, Heart Seal's fine. I think Heart Seal's a modified tome anyways. I cannot remember. I'm pretty sure I did it correctly. Because I swapped it around and I gave it a +3. What is Kilme's, what's her stat rule? Where is she? Because she has 18. Was 18 the base? I'm pretty sure it was 15. Oh, maybe I didn't add +3. Hold on. If I didn't add the +3, hold on, I can just cheat it in real quick before I forget. I'm pretty sure I did, though. Let's see, where's my cheat menu? Okay, if you've looked at it and you think it looks wrong, then in that case, I can fix it, probably. Strength. Which one of these is the magic stat? Shit, I can't see the magic stat here. The cheat menu doesn't show me the magic stat. Okay. I have an idea. So she's got 18, so I just have to find the stat line that says 18. Okay, none of these values is 18, so the chat thing doesn't know how to, or this cheat window doesn't know how to pull up the correct value. I have an idea, don't worry. What I'm gonna do is, as we get closer to the end of the fight, I'll probably just cheat in a bunch of like magic stat boosters and then just feed them to her and just call it a day. Probably just needs 3, right? Okay. This wave is almost dead, so at least we survived this initial onslaught with, fairly limited damage. Also, I think my controller is dying. I might need to buy a new controller soon. Ugh. There we go. Again, Fire Emblem PMEs always expect jankiness, always expect problems. Actually, what was Coco's final song as Coco? I think it was Dame Dane, right? I remember listening to that and I teared up. I was like, it's so peak. This is what VTubing's all about. Ooh, yeah, Logger. It's fun. It's really funny because Logger barely has enough damage to like one-shot. Like Logger can't one-shot. He's just like short like 1 or 2 damage points every single time. We gotta get the man. We gotta get the big man a few bond essences. Oh, was it Weather Hackers? Oh, it might have been. No, I think Weather Hackers was her final original, and Dame Dane was her last cover is specifically, I think, what happened. Alright, Havel. Commit crime. Alright, that's fine. If you didn't kill it, that's even better, because that leaves a free kill for someone else. I think I'm gonna get Malene get the kill. Yeah. Perfect. Alright. Good job, Malene. I really want to do a cover at some point. I know I have the Christmas album, don't worry, I know that's still a thing that I have to do. But I really want to do a proper, song cover with an animation one day. I need to if I can find any person who's willing to do just animations for the, what's it called? Kyofu Allback, I will probably do that. But, I think a few people that I talked to just, like, didn't want to do it, and I was like, alright, well, I don't know what I'm supposed to do, because I don't know if anyone's willing to, like, draw the frames for the animation. I think it'd be, like, almost 20 frames of animation that would be needed, maybe a little bit more. And it'd be fun to do that, because it's not a hard song to sing. Right? It's not like I'm trying to sing Lolikami Requiem, which would be even harder to do. That would be an intense song to sing. Mostly because I would not be able to get an animation for that, and it's not going to look pretty. Which would also be a little tragic. As long as a little healing is keeping him alive. Alright, let's pull everyone back together. Maybe we're going to start making our way towards the bosses after all. Okay, I did not know that. Kiseki not got it. Oh, that's the one with, what's it called? That's right, because I remember seeing the artist with, I think, Ixie for that one. I weirdly enough sometimes know the artists' names, which is funny. I used to practice magic back in my heyday. I like to play a few tricks of my talents, little flames or thunder jolts. But then my magic was blocked by some mysterious force. When it disappeared, my magic returned. Seal magic, how concerning and terrifying that power can be used. I suspect it's the work of Krilt. That country's been up to no good. Oh, okay, I thought she was gonna give me something. That's right, okay, so this ROM does follow the whole, only the red houses will give you something. The other houses don't give you anything. Fine. But yeah, Kiseki Nut's like a fun song. I love, I miss Gen 4. I miss Gen 4 Hololive. Kanato is another one I really enjoyed listening to all the time because her singing voice was really unique. It was a shame that, gosh, it's really sad that, unfortunately, she got screwed by her health. You know? Okay, I need to find a way to bait these out. I'm pretty sure I can just park Simon here. Simon should be able to bait this out. Yeah. That's fine. We'll pull Brunya behind, and we'll pull Kyomi behind as well. What if a house of tan color is an item? What do you mean? I mean, that's the thing too, like, they're not supposed to usually in ROM hacks. Let's see. You know, that's one of the details in Overlord that you don't think anime touch on. Is it actually in the books about the casual magic? I think it's... Some settings don't like having just everyday people having access to magic. Quite frankly, I think it's fine if Joe Schmo has access to, like, you know, fire magic and all that. But it does, for me, the biggest thing is I have to think about the economic consequences of everyone having access to magic. The magic they created was hilariously mundane. Well, yeah. You use magic to deal with your inconveniences in life. Why is that animation not working correctly? Oh, that is a... Oh my god, there's so many dudes. Okay, I'm gonna have to I think I need Simon to tank... Okay, hold on, where's Havel? I'm gonna pull Havel back here. I think we're gonna need to fall back and create a wall to survive this rapid onslaught of dudes coming after us, which is a bit of an issue. Okay. Let's see if Arani can kill this. I think Arani should be able to kill this. I believe in you, Arani. Nope. Alright, good to know that, nothing ever triggers. Like how Ronnie has Ether and Rightful God and just never decides to trigger. Actual unluckiness. You explode. I'm pretty sure Zongo can kill this in one hit. Fantastic. They talked about how people who had planned about magic would have noticed and get things like magic, missile, fireball if they weren't already adventurous. It said one of the most useful spells was summon spices. I mean, that sounds kind of about right. Can you imagine just having the ability to summon a rack of spices that you need, whether it's pepper or paprika or even lo and behold, a habanero, perhaps? God, now I kind of want some Mexican food. I'm not gonna lie. I've been thinking about Taco Tuesday recently because I haven't had tacos in quite a hot minute. All right, here we go, Z Opposer. Time for you to be the hero. 127 damage. Look at that. We're probably gonna need to pull Z Opposer back because otherwise they're gonna die. Taco Tuesday. Exactly. Oh my goodness. You know how I can tell the economy is falling apart? I went to my local taco shop for Taco Tuesday. I actually looked it up. I didn't go, but I looked up the prices. And oh my goodness, it went up. It used to be $6 for 3 tacos. Now it's $7 for 3 tacos. And I'm like, it's all over. It's all over. The prices are too high. Oh, it's so sad. I really wanted my tres asada tacos, por favor. I have no idea if that's correct Spanish or not. It probably isn't. Oh, he's asleep. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can have Kill Me Kill this. Yeah. Okay, it was incorrect. Okay, good. Fantastic. It's like we're seeing a video of it's like the cost of a single taco at a shop over here. Wait, really? That's insane. No, it's, well, in my area, like, there is actually a very heavy Hispanic population, so I know the tacos are legitimate, right? It's not like I'm going to Taco Bell and I'm getting a $5 box. Listen, there's a time for Taco Bell, but most of the time it's never time for Taco Bell. I do like Taco Bell every now and again as garbage food that I can kind of enjoy, but I try not to enjoy garbage food that often, because then I'm gonna get yelled at, and I don't like being yelled at by a certain someone. So we're getting, like, you know, it's actual steak tacos, like made with properly made and everything. And they usually just serve it with like cilantro and onion, which is the perfect way to make a taco. And they'll serve it with like the green sauce or the red sauce, and they usually give me both. Oh shoot, Ray's dying. Just kidding. We're gonna use Kill Me's ability, don't worry. I'm just trying to keep Kill Me alive, and I did kind of forget that she does have 3 range for a second. Oh, hello. Simon is taking a little more damage than I was expecting. Uh-oh. Oh my gosh. Simon, no. His face. Ah. It was fun, Lear. It's the journey that counts, right? I don't want to die. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they lost the 70s. They already lost to... Wait, that's a game over. She's a lord. What do you mean he's a lord? Wait, hold on. If I resume the chapter. Okay, wait. Tokyo Tomato. All right, we're rewinding the time clock. Okay, wait. He's actually a lord? He's a game over condition? Really? Really? What do you mean? Oh, hold on. I have to double check this. There's no way. Is he that plot? Like, even still, like, even if he's plot critical, we're on casual mode. Oh my god, is he actually marked as a lord? That's so funny. He's not marked as a lord, but he's still a game over condition. Yeah, the only lord character is Lear. Why does he have a lord? Why does he have a game over condition? This means Simon can never die, realistically. We'll let him run for the rest of the map. We'll give it like a one-time. We'll let it go for this one time because we didn't realize he's a game over condition. So he gets to Tokyo Tomato his way to life. Yes, I'm gonna keep calling it Tokyo Tomato because it's funny. Also, holy cow, a Kill Me actually can just rip this apart. It's not that bad. Steak fajita taco torch. He's like, that's a lot for a fajita taco. See, the thing is, like, a fajita taco has like a lot of extra veggies and stuff. Well, it's like, how big is that taco? That's the real question. I know, yeah, I know since he died, we should technically bench him, but for a lot of the other characters, when they died, I still let them live. So this is one of those scenarios where I'm like, okay, fine. You get to survive. The problem is I actually don't know how I'm going to survive all this. So I need to stay out of range from this goober. But there's not really a way to do that. Because Simon's still, like, I still need someone to tank this. And Brunya can tank stuff, but not on enemy phase. She dies on enemy phase, which is kind of the big issue, too. Yeah, that's kind of my big concern. Like, she dies on enemy phase. No, don't worry, my tacos are good, too. My local place has fantastic tacos. Again, 3 for 7 is a really good deal in my area. What about a nice slop bowl? Okay, I talked about this the other day, but I'm weirdly into Chipotle slop bowls. I hate saying that, but it's kind of true. I went to Chipotle recently, like a few weeks ago, and I was like, wow, this still is not worth the price. But I used to get burritos, but then I switched to getting the bowls because I found I was like, oh wait, I can just tell them like, hey, can you just like put a lot of rice in my bowl? And they're just like, yeah, sure, whatever. So then they fill my bowl up with like, you know, I'll ask for like, okay, I need like 3 times the amount of rice that you would normally put in there, and then give me like twice the amount of veggies that you would normally put in there, and then just do the normal amount of meat. So I'm just getting a lot more food for my dollar. Is it worth it? Probably not. Is it janky? Yeah, but hey, it works. Thing is, I think Gina can fight. I was gonna kill his stand here. Could Brunya tank this? I think if we stay out of range, we might be able to tank this, but it's a little risky. This is probably going to be the riskiest turn we have. Zeopulsar may die. I'm hoping not, but there's a very real chance. Gina's not tanky enough to... Oh, actually, wait, hold on. Shit, yeah. The Silver Axe is the scary part. Everything else is fine. The Mage is also kind of scary. So is the Sage combined with the rest? This is what's making this incredibly spooky. We pull you back, and then I think we just put Brunya here, and hopefully Brunya can tank. Yeah, I think Nosferatu is the best thing we got, and then Simon can definitely tank this. I know he can. Probably tank this without too much issue. But yeah, I don't know. I do like my tacos, but I actually do eat Taco Bell every now and again too, because I do enjoy it every now and again. I'm always interested in like what they have as like the latest offering. However, the price of Taco Bell that you would normally pay for nowadays is legitimately not worth it. I don't ever recommend like just getting Taco Bell for the most part, just because the cost is kind of prohibitive in this day and age, and it's just not really worth it 90% of the time. But hey, if you just want something cheap and you want something that will definitely fill you up with calories, then yeah, go get yourself a nice old whatever they have on offer. Usually it's something stupid. I think their current offering is like some kind of like street chalupa. This village used to be a middle-class area. Now it's been torn to ruins. If I give you this promise to restore this land back into the glorious wonder it used to be. I don't even know what this town used to be. Oh, that's an orotome. That's pretty good. It's really funny because Alana cannot actually use the orotome. That's really funny. I don't think anyone can actually use the orotome. Yeah, I don't think we actually have a light caster that's capable of using it. Wait, can Brunya use it? Brunya doesn't have light magic. Oh, wait. She does. Oh, yeah, okay, Brunya can use it. Never mind, I forgot she's got that. Yeah, alright, we'll give it to Brunya, probably. Is Torchies like a Texan thing? I've never heard of Torchies before. I don't know why Simon doesn't have any animations. I think I might have broke his animations. That's fine. It's the silver swords that are causing issues. Oh, it's because I'm holding A. That's right. I'm holding A whenever they approach. That skips the attack. Okay. I'm kind of curious about this Torchies place now. I need to look it up. Brunya, no! Oh, wait. Her hit rate's actually pretty good now. There we go. Look at that. She can just tank. Fantastic. As long as she doesn't kill, she survives. There's been so many times I play Fire Emblem, and it's just like, if the character kills the enemy on enemy phase, they just explode because they kill too many enemies. Ooh, that's nasty. Ooh. Ether? No? Okay. Oh, wait, you're not the Ether character. Arani's the Ether character. All right, let me look up Torchies. All right, I'm gonna look this up. Torchies. Torchies tacos. All right. Yeah, it's basically not at all in my area, and it seems to be a Austin. Is this like a Texan specific thing? Let's see, pick up. Oh wait, no, they're everywhere. Wow, there's some in Indiana. Not that I ever go to Indiana willingly, but I only go to Indiana to cross through Indiana so I can go to Canada. Otherwise, I would never ever go to Indiana. Indiana sucks. I hate Indiana. I am a proud Indiana hater. That state is awful. All right. The Roscoe crisp waffle, fried egg, chicken, slice of bacon. Wait, this sounds delicious. Wait, this is so unhealthy, but this looks amazing at the same time. They give an entire fried chicken tendy with bacon and maple syrup? This is a breakfast burrito, but with fried chicken, and I love it. All right. Well, I'm just going to pull up their menu. I'm just going to pick a random spot in Dallas. And I'm just going to see what their menu looks like, because I'm actually genuinely curious now. I mean, some of these aren't that bad. Like, I'm looking at the prices real quick. You can get a taco, 2 tacos, chips and salsa for, and drink for $10 is kind of okay. For me, my metric is that a taco meal should have 10. A taco meal should have 3 tacos in it for less than $10. That's a good deal. Anything that's not that is not a good deal. So that's kind of my metric. I don't know if I'm gonna rip through this. Is the problem? We gotta kill this like caster in the back. But if I move up there, Lear can't actually reach that far unless I find a way to push him up. I guess we could pull Logger over there. 2 hits is guaranteed to kill and has to survive at least 1. Okay, so I think Logger has to do this. Oh, we'll do Logger last. Oh shoot, we'll have you do this. That's fine. Are they big? Are they big tacos? They don't look that big. Oh wait, just kidding. No, these actually look... Wait, no, these are really big. Never mind. Okay, that's fine. These are actually really big tacos. See, the tacos that I get are maybe the size of my hand, which is not I don't have a very big hand, but the tacos I get are typically about the size of my hand, so they're not very big. And that's kind of how I say 3 tacos are like the normal size. Yes, Kahila, how can I help you? I use needle here. They like my empanadas baked or fried. I don't know. I'm usually eating them either way. I don't really care. Fried probably is a lot better, if I remember correctly. But I don't really eat empanadas that often. Not a big fan of tacos. Maybe you're not getting tacos from a good place. Actually, you know what was funny? I remember there was a discussion the other day, not here, but someone mentioned that they've never had tacos, like they've never eaten a taco, and I heard that and I was like, that is so strange to me. That someone can be in the United States has never actually eaten a taco. It's so weird. What else do they have here? Oh, they actually have bowls. Okay, wait, this bonfire bowl actually sounds pretty good. Okay, so their tacos are normally $5 a pop. If you get the taco 2-step, you can get a bunch of tacos. So they're actually not that bad. What's a trailer park? Yeah, these sound really good, actually. Oh, they live in Eastern Europe? Never mind. Okay, for some reason I thought they were in America. Well, you know what? It's time to bring proper cuisine to the Eastern Europeans. All right? The average Balkaner must consume a taco to really understand true cuisine. I don't even know if they're in the Balkans or not. They might not be in the Balkans. I think one place made a sushi burrito. I've seen sushi burritos a lot. Sushi burritos aren't nearly as uncommon as you might think. Because they're very much used in as a fusion food in a lot of places, because and when you think about it, right, like it's very similar, like a sushi burrito and a burrito. Sushi burritos are basically the same thing, but instead of having, cooked food, like cooked rice, cooked beans, cooked meats, you just have raw fish and sauces and rice, and you wrap it in seaweed instead of wrapping it in what's the other thing called? Instead of tortilla. I don't like sushi burritos that much, quite frankly. I think sushi burritos are kind of dumb. I'm much more of a... Just give me a normal burrito. But even then, I don't like burritos that much. I used to be really into eating burritos, but nowadays I'm kind of just like, just give me like a... Give me like a plain old Okay, can I actually have you run up here and be safe? Yes, you're safe. Just give me like a plain old burrito bowl at this point. It's just easier to eat. I love eating seaweed, by the way. One of my favorite foods is probably like spam musubi. I love spam musubi. I don't get to eat it very often, but it is wonderful to have. Alright, we're gonna see if Gina can get a kill here. Let me make sure Gina doesn't die. I have to make sure like if whoever's attacking doesn't explode on contact. Okay, so she's basically guaranteed to kill. Oh, never mind. Okay, we need to find a way to fix Gina. I'm probably gonna have to feed her a bunch of bond essences after this map, but I think right now she's just not super useful until we can fix that. Wait, are they? I thought they were sometimes brave. Let me double check. Unless I gave her the wrong skill because I was like too fast at this. It's a percentage chance to activate. It's not guaranteed. So that's the concern. Like she can't guarantee the double. I think it's actually fine to put Meline up there. 15 defense versus. Wait, what? Hold on. Oh, whenever at one range. Oh wait, really? Okay, I didn't understand that. Okay, wait a second. In that case, how far can this goober go? Okay, so if I have her, all right. Well, let's. How about this? Why don't we save state this just in case? We're gonna save state this, and then we're gonna try this. Oh, okay, yeah, that does work like that. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, I was mixing up Assassinate with Lethality. That's a really good skill, actually. Holy cow. Having access to what is that, basically, Desperation at all times is insane. Fantastic, that does work. Okay, we should probably try to kill the boss. He is actually kind of well statted, and he is kind of spooky. He does have one leadership star. How much does this goober have? He doesn't actually have leadership stars. All right, we're gonna see if we're gonna move Lear and Havel up this to try to harass the big U-Bill guy. I don't really care about the other boss. He can kind of bug off for all I care. Sushi Rito is not exactly the same, but I guess it is kind of like a Temaki, but just like bigger and chunkier. So yeah, I guess close enough. Let's get everyone moving up. We could probably just park Brunya over here and it should be okay. Alright. Hopefully we don't have too many enemies coming after us now, but we'll see. Look at Brunya do her job. She's so good at killing things. Oh my gosh, she's stupidly tanky too. Oh, right, I completely forgot about that giant batch coming in from the south, huh? I have to worry about that soon too. That is a lot, actually. Alright, anyways, we're gonna fight our way towards, let me double check this real quick. So, to recruit U-Bill, I'm just gonna read this real fast. There's a guide here. Must not die. Recommend attack on the very last turn, then having a unit tank take a hit. Have someone hold the E-sub guard. Determine the requirements, so appears the boss in chapter 16. If battle conditions are met, he'll be recruitable, speaks him. Yeah, choose to charge units. Okay, we'll try to recruit him. I think we'll see if we can. Feel bad for her back. Well, you know what? The back is what carries the nutrients. You know how she got that strong and powerful? Because she chose to eat tacos. Tacos give you crazy amounts of superpowers. Didn't you know that? I think I pull Havel over there. He's probably gonna explode. The problem is that there's like 3 casters there, and they're all actually decently powerful. And Havel doesn't actually have a lot of recovery abilities, which is my biggest concern. Sacred Stones, you love it? Well, welcome to Sacred Stones. Yeah, but it's a modified Sacred Stones. Emphasis on this is not vanilla. This is very much not vanilla Sacred Stones. This is very much a horrifying interpretation of Sacred Stones. Anyways, how are you doing, Futanari Powers? How are you? Hopefully you're having a good evening. Yeah, we're playing a ROM hack called, what's it called? Sealed Hope. These characters are all viewer submitted comrades who are fighting in our grand battle. Okay, I have to push Lear to the side. Oh, I have to push Lear faster. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna try to bait more things with Brunya, because I'm pretty sure she can tank everything. Exactly, it is cursed, but it's a fun level of curse. You know, we appreciate high quality cursed content here, right? Totally. Okay, so I think Simon can tank. I really wish I gave Simon like a ranged weapon at this point, but it's kind of too late. Oh my god, I used to do that all the time when I was a kid. I was the same type of person. Every time like someone died, I didn't want to lose them, so I'd restart the entire map. And then so, you know, because you don't have speed up on the actual Game Boy Advance, you could spend like easily a couple hours on a single map until you kind of do a perfect play. You also made a general named Dongs. Listen, you're free to make whatever you want as a character. I don't question it. We already have a lot of weird submissions. I have to take a look at the submission list. Okay, so yeah, like Kahila literally just submitted a Samsung phone for some reason. And I was like, all right. Oh, that's so funny. I forgot to mark I forgot to mark Logger, and the whole Tarvos class is a mounted unit, so he's actually immune to halberds, which is so funny. Oh yeah, I completely forgot about that. That's so cursed. You just need to get the breasticles for your characters. Listen, yeah, that's fair. Also, I don't know why YouTube's not giving me the entire chat log. Oh, I see why. I was on top chat, that's why. But yeah, listen, every character is just a little cursed, but that's half the fun, right? I'm glad Twitch doesn't yell at me for having both the combined YouTube and Twitch chats there. We're gonna attack Ubel on the very final turn. I mean, okay, yes, I guess technically he is in fact not mounted because he is part of the horse. So in that logic, he is in fact not mounted. That is true. That is, in the most technical of definitions, true. Is this guy gonna move? All right, there we go. Yeah, everyone's trying to hit Simon. Simon's like vaguely tanky. I think I don't like, the thing is I don't have to ever give Simon a bond essence realistically, but he still needs to get a couple levels to survive. Yeah, there goes Brunya. Ah, yes, a light brand. Good luck. Is the BGS blue? I mean, it's probably fine as long as that thing's only used there. We're running out of troops. One final charge to take him down. I'll get the rest of the charge for one final breakthrough. If not, I've got a reason to get out of here. Okay, so I guess all the enemies are going to start charging at us now. Their AI probably just switched. Okay, the problem is I need to find a way to rip through all these enemies now. And the problem is not everyone has enough damage to actually do such a thing. So this is a little concerning. The enemies aren't necessarily overtuned, there's just a lot of enemies. Because my main concern again is the casters in the back that are just hanging around, and I cannot reach them easily. Even Havel can't do that much damage, and without a dancer, it's surprisingly difficult to rip through this. Okay, I know you have a rapier, but I still need to be able to kill these goobers. So maybe the solution is we just let Simon and Havel tank as long as possible, and we just keep trying to push our way on the right side. I'm pretty sure Simon or Havel will have to. If I can get the stupid sacred water. I think Simon can probably survive. Simon doesn't take damage from the melee attack. This is literally just the casters that he would get hurt from. But now the problem is I have this this one over here, and I have all my flyers hanging around. I don't have a way to reach to the back line. Yes, Ranu, hello, comrade. Yeah, this is a concern. I have 17 turns. I think let's see, so I would need to get 3 turns to get over there, right? And whoever has to fight him has to tank him. Who's got the E-sub guard? It's Simon. I think Simon explodes, right? But Simon has enough mobility to get over there, so maybe we'll let Simon do it, but I have to rip through this as fast as possible. Oh yeah, you're gonna die to that too. Good lord. Look up the old address your family used to live at 26 years ago. I'm starting to see what's changed. How bad has it changed? Is it unrecognizable nowadays? Yeah, we might just have to accept the fact that we're not going to get the secret unit. That might be correct. All right, Arani, it's time for you to start blasting. Oh, you have a bow. Ether, there we go. There's Ether. Proc. Beautiful. It's changed less than that, honestly. Well, to be fair, I guess houses don't change that much in the grand scheme of things over time. I can have Ray kill this one. She still takes a decent chunk of damage. Lingo's like surprisingly tanky. I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually just gonna body block the flyer. And then as long as we kind of keep everyone like out of range, because this thing's got like a decent attack speed. What's it using? Chain steel bow? A lot of damage. 24 attack speed. Zoingo doesn't get doubled. Most of these don't get doubled, but obviously a flyer is an issue. And I don't want to run up there and just die. We have to still deal with this. Kiyomi can't kill, unfortunately. And she's not triggered her skills. She missed a 60. Oh, God. These guys are surprisingly hard to hit. Even Logger's struggling to hit them. If I don't insert the secret, I should insert myself as Yubo. I don't have a portrait of myself that is a Fire Emblem sprite, unfortunately. I thought about putting one together at some point, but I never got around to doing it, so yeah, it's not realistically happening. Okay, Analea healed someone, so I think we can have her probably murder this thing. Okay, maybe not. Do what you can. Decent crit chance. No luck. Oh my gosh, he missed a 74. Christ. But you have to still compress it down to 16 colors, which is the main issue. I can't park Vermeil there. Well, actually, hold on, wait. None of these guys... Oh, they do have javelins. If I do that, Vermeil probably explodes. I can probably park Ray. Ray does have a... Ray has a Nosferatu tome, so she could probably survive tanking, but I need to kill this thing. Oh, shoot. Gonna pull you back real quick. I almost got Kiyomi killed because I didn't realize that those halberdiers have javelins or flycatchers, and that would be very, very scary. Oh, shoot. Okay, let's not do that. Use the senti for requantizing the pound. I mean, I could. I mean, technically, I guess this is kind of a portrait. Okay, so I need to kill this. Alright, I think I have to just push Lear up and try to kill this ASAP. I can't let this thing run rampant because, like, my casters are in the front. Alright, let's see how bad this turn goes. It's just a lot of enemies. I tried my best to minimize the damage, but it's getting a little really dicey. We're likely gonna lose one of the squishier casters. Yeah, the enemy stat line's actually getting really scary. I'm gonna park Ray here to maybe try to bait them. I don't think Ray's gonna die that easily, so it should be fine. Okay, and I just need to make sure all the flyers are out of range from this guy. So, unfortunately, Vermeil is in range, and she will get doubled. But we can rescue her and just pull her far away. Should be fine. I'm just gonna park... I think I can park her about here. That should be safe. Yep, okay. And then Meline needs to just kind of be out of range from this flyer, or from this archer. Okay. I think that's as good as what I'm gonna get. I just realized Ronnie's in range of this goober, but 41 minus 41. Okay, so Ronnie survives one cycle. Oh, never mind. There's a bishop there. I think Ronnie dies. Yeah, this is a very modded Sacred Stone. So we're using a ROM hack called Sealed Hope as the base, and then I've just inserted people's submitted characters. I think I have to... Oh, thank goodness. All right, I can pull you out of there. All right, we had to pull a Ronnie out. I looked at that and I was like, oh shoot, a Ronnie's gonna explode. Okay. It's good that they're attacking Havel, because Havel's probably unlikely to die. I say that now and watch this Havel just get deleted. Zoingo's okay. Zoingo has the anti-flyer shield, so Zoingo is immune to the arrow effectiveness, which is like the only thing that's gonna keep Zoingo alive. Oh my god, it doubles! God. Oh, that's good. How do you submit a character? Let's see how many slots are left. I think there's like 4 character slots. Go on Discord. There's a channel called PME Submissions, or like Fire Emblem PME, and you can just kind of read through the thread, and towards the bottom there's a thing that's like character submission info and template, and then there's 2 threads open that will discuss the discussion and submissions, and you can just join those and people can help you out if you need help making characters and whatnot, because we are using skill system and everything. Worst comes to worst, if you just join Discord and just go ping someone like Kahila knows how to do it. Yeah, Worry Fighter unironically might not be a bad idea. Holy cow. I think Ray's the only character with Nihil, actually. Yeah, Ray has Nihil. No one else does right now. Oh, did she die? No, she's fine. Okay, holy cow, Racer. If Ray didn't hit that, she was dead. Oh my god, we got through the turn with... No! What do you mean? Make it stop. Okay, we got through that turn, but we have to get through this turn. Okay, thankfully Kiyomi can shoot at range. She doesn't have a lot of damage is the problem. Even with Opportunist, I wonder if her magic is so, like 31. I guess this thing just has high resistance. Oh yeah, that thing just has a stupid high resistance. I mean, this is survivable. Okay, so the easiest way to heal is we just tap this enemy. Actually, we're gonna tap the other one. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Okay. And then we need to rip through this. Unfortunately, Z-Pulls are still holding on to a character, so I need to have... We need to kill these. Oh my gosh, wait. Wait, where's Analea? Oh, she's over here. Oh shoot, we can't reach that far to heal. Oh wait, yes we can. Hold on, I forgot. We have access to, I think we heal Simon. If we can kill the casters, we're fine. My biggest concern is always the casters. Everything else is kind of just like a whatever. And then we can run over here, and then we're gonna use the heal stack is fine. Okay, that's okay. There we go. Okay, so I think Malene could probably come in here and kill this, but again, we have to kill the other units first, and I need to have... So I can have Kiyomi attack, or I can have Kiyomi, or let's see. I think what we do is we don't have Malene fight. I need Zongo to kill one. Oh god, we can't kill that easily either. It's not. Yeah, the bow would help. Actually, I have an idea. Simon actually doesn't have that much like killing potential right now, which is a huge issue. Havel does, which is great. But I need to rip through this. And there's no way to swap. Actually, I think we can swap. Hold on, I think we can swap. Hold on, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna reposition like this. If Havel gets the kill, this gives me an opportunity to just run in there and start carving them up. Well, we're essentially gonna step back and try to bait them in deeper into our defensive formation as best as we can, kind of like this. Now we could just run, like legitimately, we could just run Logger through and try to carve up the cast. Actually, no, that's perfectly fine, because Logger actually has stupid high defense, and we did pop a Pure Water. Nothing here could kill Logger in one hit KO Logger. So I think that's actually correct. We run Logger in, and we chop up the we chop up the bishop. Doink. Gotta go. Have a good one. All right, have a good night, World of Stories. You're always free to come back. I'll be back tomorrow, anyways. So trust me, there's always something happening. Okay, so that turn is fine. And then I think we just have... problem is I don't have a way to safely push Lear that way. My concern is one of these has to die. I'd like Zeopolzer to do it, but Zeopolzer slowed down. I think I cannot let Kyomi do the attack. I think it's better for Zeopolzer with double bow. I mean, let's do the math real quick. So 35, so it'd be 23. Does he have a chance to crit? Speed is 13, but 24. So it's dropped because of the minus 14. So let me think. So with a decent chance Zeopolzer crits and kills. Kyomi would be able to hit without issue if it connects. So if we do that, one of these guys basically just has to hit. Zeopolzer has the highest chance of hitting. Yeah, I think. Oh, yeah, I think we'll let Zeopolzer do the hit. Oh wait. This is fine. Even if you're carrying, this is okay. Okay, I was hoping that 48 would hit, but we can work around that. I forgot Kyomi's got like a stupid like long distance attacking, which is kind of nutty. Actually, the gamer move is you run Malene up here with the rapier and just double the bow, the adventurer, and that should kill it. Okay, and then all we have to do is worry about the bishop. And then I can probably just park Zoingo in front of the enemy stack so they can't easily reach Malene or Zeopolzer, and that should be fine. Something along like this, like, yes, we can just run over here, we can just shoot this. Decent chance, like, you can't get killed by this. I'll make sure this thing can't reach you, though. Perfect, okay, that's fine. So then I can have you run over here, shoot this with Needle. Decent chance to crit. Nope. Oh my goodness, you missed. Okay. That's really bad. Okay, so Zeopolzer might be dead now. Oh my god, this bishop is gonna be the end of me. We have to kill. I have to kill this. Like this is like the biggest threat right now. Okay, come on. Okay, so that's fine. Zoingo has to connect, which is my biggest concern. I'm not sure if Zoingo's going to be able to connect is the problem. If Zoingo doesn't hit, one of two people are going to die. Okay. Some athletic magical nerd. Yeah, exactly. The unathletic magical nerd just sidestepped us. Actual nonsense. Okay, so that's fine. The main issue is Zeopolzer's still in range of dying, but I don't think this thing could kill Zeopolzer in one hit. And I'm pretty sure I can just park Brunya right here, and Brunya can probably just tank everything and should be Gucci. Okay. So we survived. We survived that entire turn cycle by some miracle. Goodness gracious, that was spooky. We're not going to be able to recruit Yubel. He's too far away, and he's going to be really hard to go capture with like a bajillion things happening at once. I'll drop you off here. And I'm just going to run Lear in here, and Lear can probably just go start carving them up. That's right, use the power of anime and friendship. Beautiful, 10 out of 10. Alright. Oh my goodness, what a fight. Okay. Hopefully nothing bad happens this turn cycle, but we'll see. Maybe I messed up somewhere and I didn't pay it when I wasn't paying attention. Well, the best laid plans of Mice and Men often goes awry. They always do go awry, but we try to minimize it. It's just like when you're playing XCOM. Your goal is to minimize the chances of something bad happening. You can't always control when bad things happen, but you try to minimize the chances of it occurring. And that's exactly what we aim to do here. God, there's so many. I should not have brought this many flyers. Oh my goodness. Thankfully, Zoingo is so tanky that Zoingo straight up doesn't care. Thank you, Zoingo, for being a giant brick wall that cannot be struck down. Truly one of the heroes of all time. Okay. God, they're still running in. Oh, and you're right. There's the caster stack coming in from the right side. It's okay. Defeat in detail. You knock one section off, then you knock off the other ones one by one. We only have to survive for 2 more turns. Can we survive for 2 more turns? Probably. It's gonna be hard, but we can do it. I'm not gonna lie though, I really do enjoy defense maps. They're probably like my favorite type of map to play in Fire Emblem, because it's just so much like, oh, you have so many things happening at once. You have to try to finagle and reprioritize what's happening. I do enjoy these a ton, even if it's ridiculous at times. Okay, we're gonna support here. What's got you down? That's one way to introduce yourself. Also, Grouchy, I didn't even say anything. Your face has that upset at the world look. That's my normal face. Well, I'm an idiot. You got tons of optimism, don't you? That's what they say. All right. Anyways, more support is good for us because that gets us more chances to get crits and whatnot. There we go. All right, the Z opposer crit actually does save a lot of what's going on here. God, this is such a rough map. This map is fun. I will say this is probably one of the more fun maps I've ever played in a Fire Emblem ROM hack. It is just pure, unadulterated, trying to not explode chaos, and I live for it. Okay, we're gonna run away from that side, and I'm gonna see if Ray can just maybe... Ray actually doesn't have that much speed, surprisingly. I think she's actually getting slowed down by whatever we're trying to fight off. That or the enemies are just like that quick. I could run Lear alone, which is probably okay. Not a good idea, but it's workable. Every time I hope Lear's gonna get a crit, he just never does. And I'm disappointed every single time. Come on, Lear. You're supposed to be the protagonist. Okay, that might have been a mistake. Who's got the halberd? Oh, Havel's got the halberd, that's right, okay. Alright, a little bit of a risky move. Wait, oh! Rapiers in this ROM hack are only good against armor units. That's right, they're not actually good against cavalry. Oh my goodness, I keep forgetting about all these like specific random bits and pieces of game changes. Why? I hate it when this happens, when I'm just like, oh, it'll be fine, and then it wasn't. Oh. Okay, so if we do this, we have to kill the archers immediately. It's such a risky move. It's fine. We get nothing by continuing to stay in the back. We have no choice. We have to keep pushing forward, even at risk to our own selves. Can we just ignore the, oh my god. So if we do that too, there's like the Cavaliers. Simon can probably tank, which is fine. Or we can put Zoingo in front. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, so here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna support. You know, you didn't need to run off like that. I'm sorry, I panicked. Don't care. Support level increase, which is great. So hopefully this gives Arani just a little bit more boost. Nope. All right. I was hoping for a crit. Okay. This is probably very bad. I think what we do is Ray can probably just kill this one. I don't think the Halberdier can kill Ray. Actually, I should probably not say that. I think the Halberdier might actually kill Ray. I forgot they do have that stupid crit bonus. But Ray has Miracle, so she wouldn't die immediately, so I think she's okay, actually. Let's do the math, shall we? Okay. This thing only attacks Ray once, 40%. Okay, so 40 damage, crit. So on a crit, it will kill Ray, but Ray does have Miracle, so she won't explode immediately. So she's guaranteed to survive a lethal blow. So I think I can run... This thing has to die. I think I run... I can't... Okay, I can run Havel up. Yeah, the Ether procs just ain't happening. It's so tragic. I keep hoping I'm gonna see Ether, but it just never happens. Okay, so I can run Logger all the way up here. He's not close enough to hit the archer, but he can definitely carve this one in half. Come on, Logger, be the hero we need you to be. Beautiful. Okay. I need to find a way to pull the flyer out of the way so they don't get, you know, gunned down. I think the correct... I think what we do is Simon should probably be able to do this. So I'm gonna quickly go over here. Staff, heal Simon. Alright, time for Simon to be an all-American hero. I know, it's just unfortunate, like, you just don't proc it. Ugh. Alright, we can run Simon in. And Simon should be able to get the kill here. Okay, that's fine. We may need to switch Simon to start using swords at some point. I think they might just be a little more accurate and probably be slightly better. But we'll see. I say that a lot, don't I? We'll see. I need to stop saying that so much. Halberdier shouldn't kill us. I think the correct thing is I run Zoingo up and try to stab this thing. Zoingo can't get the kill. We'd have to run Milene up there. And would she die to a... Let's see. Okay, hold on. if she gets the kill, I can probably body block with Zoingo if she succeeds, but that's if she succeeds the kill. Nope. She didn't get the kill. Okay. Oh, wait, no, she does. I forgot she's got double. Okay. So that's fine. And then I think I can have Zoingo body block. This thing wouldn't be able to kill. Oh, 13 down, 28. Oh, it's a flycatcher. Never mind. That will kill. I think I have to run Zoingo up. I think the solution is I have. Oh my gosh. I think the solution, unironically, is I have to run Zoingo up and hope Zoingo can just body block. I don't have any healing items. The other problem too, and I have to heal these goobers. I think I have to decide if Meline or Ronnie are the ones that get to live. But I don't think I'm gonna be able to keep both alive. Shit. Yeah, I think that we're at the point. I think we're at the crossroads of we have to make a choice of who lives and who dies. Oh wait, hold on. What's the range of this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, wait a second. 8 tiles, right? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so if I do that, yeah, it'll be a hit. Because otherwise, I was thinking, like, what if we just reposition? Who are you carrying? Vermeil would probably die too. These guys can't really kill Zoingo, I think. Let's see. I think we just body block with Zoingo. I'm pretty sure. I think Zoingo's tanky enough to not care about these units, but again, Zoingo's killing potential just kind of doesn't exist right now, which is kind of the biggest issue. Ronnie, don't you have a second character? I guess if you die, you have your backup. I don't want to put Alana in danger either. Actually, no. Hold on. Yeah, it's the fact that it's triple damage on the 38. Probably die no matter what. I think Meline dies. Let me think. Yeah, I think Meline explodes, right? Yeah, I think Meline explodes. I have to keep one of these two alive. And I can't put Alana in danger because she's gonna die. Because she's actually super weak, surprisingly enough. Her stat line is just kind of awful. I have to feed the healer mage a bunch of bond essences so she doesn't explode. We'll see what happens, but I think the AI will go for Meline no matter what because the flycatcher shenanigans is just too powerful. All right, then we're gonna drop you off here. All right, let's see what happens. Maybe Meline gets lucky and she dodges, but I'm not gonna bet on it. This is definitely the meat grinder map. Yeah, this is definitely the meat grinder map, and it's interesting. Oh shoot, Lear actually has a chance to die here. Ooh, nasty. Come on, Lear, be the hero you need to be. Hit it one more time. Hit this goober one more time. There we go. That's right, those Kraut halberdiers will never succeed at killing you. What a wonderful lad. Okay. There's so many. There's so many. Okay, that's fine. We knew Zoingo was going to be the primary target, and Zoingo's just holding the line. We got to give Zoingo like a medal for tanking everything. Oh, right, I forgot there's the back line too. But thankfully we have units that can handle that probably. I think we can ignore the casters for one more turn cycle. But we have to definitely focus on this stack that's just coming at us from the south. Zoingo can't hold this line forever. Okay, let's see what the Paladin does. I know he's going to do something nasty. Who's it going to be? Yep, that's what I figured. Ah, we missed the 30. Goodbye, Meline. It's good enough for me. All right, hold on. Who's dead so far? Who did we lose so far? We lost Meline. Who else have we lost? We lost Roxana today, right? Yeah, this map is a meat grinder. We're losing a lot of people. Who else? Didn't we lose someone else? We didn't lose it. Was that it? Oh, technically we lost what's his name, but then he just came back to life. Because of he's a lord character. Simon gets to be the hero. Okay. Yeah, so Songo surprisingly just not... Songo is surprisingly durable and, like, kind of unkillable. Which is probably the funniest thing ever. Okay, we can ignore this entire stack, but I gotta kill this stack here, so... Let's keep you alive. Yeah, turns out Pegasus Riders are really hard to keep alive, you know? They're not easy to use, surprisingly enough. Well, I think for now Simon will just get to live for like the rest of the run for now, unless he dies again. If Simon gets one free revive, that's gonna be my rule for this run. Because we did get a lot of other characters that should technically be dead, like Tatsu should have been dead a long time ago, and some other ones like them. I think I'm just gonna make a wall. We're gonna make the greatest wall here. Let's go. If we can kill this one, that'd be great. Oh, we can't. I can still have Flycatcher, right? So all I gotta do is I just gotta defend. So if I just park our butts here. And if you have an elixir, if you have a ball in there, that's close enough. Good enough. To be fair, other characters did get a bunch of revives when we had to Tokyo Tomato it and go back in time. So I'm okay doing it. We're not gonna be able to kill everything here. Like this one's got a halberd, which is kind of spooky. Let's staff you. I'm debating if we're gonna do a one-time revive because again, yeah, this was a pretty gruesome map. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Okay, so I'm pretty sure I can just have Havel tank this. And then I can have Ray heal Lear, and Lear can hold this front. Okay, that's fine. By the way, did you know this sprite is actually the Bride sprite? There's a class that they introduced in Fire Emblem Awakening called Bride, which is so funny to me. It's very much a silly class that I don't know really why it exists, but they're just like, yeah, so anyways, they gave it to Erica specifically from Fire Emblem Fates, or, it's not Fates, Sacred Stones, amusingly enough, and they're just like, okay, yeah, okay. Yep, a bride. Okay, so this thing... Okay, so I think we have to... We can definitely do damage here, and not be at risk of retaliation. Please connect. Okay, so we just need to do 16 damage, and that kills that one. The general probably won't be able to approach us easily enough. Right, I think the general could approach, but it would not be able to kill Vermeil, right? 42 attack! Vermeil's got 17 defense, so that's 42 minus 17 is what? 42 minus 17 would be 25. Vermeil survives? I think? What do you have? Stronger paws? Yeah, I think Vermeil survives. God, it's a silver axe with 27 attack. Good God. I want to say Vermeil survives. I do need to kill it, which is kind of the annoying thing. Fuck, I do need to kill it. Let me be 100% sure about my math before I commit to this. Otherwise, we're gonna lose someone. I'm gonna be very sad. Because I try not to lose all the new fresh recruits because I know people want to see their personal characters have a chance to, you know, do something. Hello, Zach Blaze. How are you doing? Okay, let's do some math real fast. Gina has solid defense, but she... Oh, actually, that's true. But can she kill it? She can't kill, though, is the problem. She'd have to trigger... she'd have to trigger... Nothing, yeah. She'd have to trigger Adept, I think. Get her Brave weapon at some point. Can Logger reach up there? Logger's one tile short. Actually, wait, hold on. I have an idea. I think we can reposition. Oh, you don't reposition. Oh, wait, hold on. Alright, here's my gangster plan. I'm gonna have you use reposition, and that should allow you to pull over here, pull Logger here, carve this one in half. There's no way that General's gonna be able to kill Logger. Logger is way too tanky to care. That should be okay. Yeah, I'm trying not to get both of Limer's characters killed, because that would be so sad. I swear I'm not doing this on purpose. I'm not trying to get Limer's characters killed on purpose. It's just accidents that are happening. Okay, so I'm pretty sure you can just tank there. And just keep everyone out of range. Everyone who's weak should not be in a red zone. clear. Okay, so Ray is at range, but I'm pretty sure it's because this thing can throw. Or one of these goobers can throw. Oh, that halberdier could kill Ray, actually. Oh, wait, no, we talked about this. She has a miracle, so she survives one hit. Shoot, but there's a second one? With a javelin? But as long as Ray hits her Nosferatu, it's okay. Alright, yeah, I'm comfortable with this. We'll see how this goes. Alright, final turn. Yeah, Havel's not gonna care. Havel's super tanky. You like your little Pokemon sprite, you don't know his name, just play your first gen, it's cute. Let me see if I can find out what Pokemon you are. Let's see. Where are you? Which one of these is you? Oh, here you go. Oh, that's a, God, it's the, Chimchar, I think? Yeah, it's a Chimchar, which is the, it's the fire starter from Generation 4. It turns into a firefighting, like every other major... Like every other fire starter from, like, the past god knows how many years. I don't know why they keep making fire fightings. I did like the fact that they made Delphox, which is, like, the fire psychic type. That was cool. They need to do more of that. Oh, Logger's going for the kill. Logger has no mercy. Logger is out for blood. It is a really good stab. It's a very good offensive stab mix, yeah, but they always make them fast, speedy firefightings, and my nail just chipped. Hold on. My nail chipped, so I'm like literally biting it down, so it's like not gonna catch on something. Oh yeah, Skeletor from Scarlet Violet I really like. Actually, I think one of my favorite starter variants that I saw was what is the name of the Hokkaido region but in the past? Huiseian, I think is what it was called. The Huisei region, what was it? The Hisui region, yeah. The Hisuian Typhlosion is one of my favorite Pokemon designs, unironically. I love that thing. I've always said this, but if I'm ever in a Pokemon game and if I'm a character you can fight, make my team a Ghost Ice Gym. I'm not even joking. Like that, my favorite Pokemon are basically Ghost and Ice types. Like, I already know what my team would be. You would throw in a Fluttermane, you throw in a Glaceon, you throw in a Marshadow, you throw in probably a Frostlass in there. Yeah, just give me the stuff that's what I would do. And it would probably be some stupid Blizzard team or something. I don't know. Emergency to the east. Phaetarian wyverns are speeding by. They're being led by the royals of Phaetara and Jibrab. God, I can't say this. Drablibe. We're already low on... Hey, what voice did I give this guy earlier? We're already low on troops anyway. I have a reason to leave. I'm taking the chance. I thought I'd find a worthy opponent. No matter, human nature will bring one out again. My team would... I mean, to be fair, my team would have to get swept by something stupid like that, and that's perfectly fine. I understand. Lear, I've returned with my army following suit. Oh, by the way, this character will be replaced. I believe this is Finn or Samson. He gets replaced by a player character at some point. You've come at our need once again. But how come you're back so soon? Never underestimate the speed of a Phaetarian wyvern. It only took days to reach the outside of the Chorp border. I've done what you asked and was asked a favor of myself. Lear, Mao. Is Mao's not playable. Mons makes Scissor with Bullet Punch be catchable outside his gym. God. It would be, I remember a long time ago I had an idea of making like a VTuber themed Pokemon ROM hack, but then I kind of got stuck on the fact that like you cannot insert that many custom trainer sprites into the game because the game will explode and it's not fond of that. Although maybe the times have changed and maybe you can do it. And sure, you could just make a fun ROM hack, but it's not really a ROM hack. You'd make a custom game with like RPG Maker, but I got too many other things going on in life and it's kind of not feasible. But I know the Spanish Pokemon community did that one time where they made like a Nuzlocke challenge where they included a bunch of Spanish Pokemon YouTubers into like a big giant game, and your goal was literally you had to fight through all of their gyms, and then whoever completed the game on time was able to then partake in a tournament with their characters. I assure you everything will be alright. Oh, RPG one, never, because it would probably be like a super grim, dark, hope core mix fantasy RPG. I'm not even gonna lie, I bet you most of the writing would be inspired by something like by Tactics Ogre, Fire Emblem, and Blue Archive, and Fate Grand Order. Now that you plan on Village Krill, I must resist in combat. What about, okay, whatever. Blah, 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 he talks a lot. Now, are you finished? Oh wait, I forgot, his voice is, Deku. I figured you need more time to heal the injured. Iris has educated me in many healing methods. You'll be satisfied to hear that the injured are fully healed. All the injured? Mao, how have you managed to accomplish all of this? After we parted ways in Zeltnik, I followed Iris to Raylia. She attempted to solve my trauma related to my mother. Okay, so he went to talk to a therapist. Attempted? You mean it's not solved? Triangle Strat RPG. I actually like Triangle Strategy RPG. I actually like Triangle Strategy a lot. My biggest thing with Triangle Strategy is that when it first came out, I thought it was going to be more like Final Fantasy Tactics, where you could customize classes, but every character is actually kind of locked into a specific class with their own unique abilities, which is fine if you want to play it like that, but it was kind of not what I was anticipating, although I did enjoy the multiple routes thing and all that, and you can do the golden route on your first playthrough if you know exactly what you're doing. Iris has been working on solving my trauma since we were young. Unfortunately, she still hasn't been able to cure me from my PTSD. However, we attempted multiple methods that satisfy for now. What do you mean? What do you mean this man has PTSD? They can't solve it, and I guess nothing's working. Alright. The sea, the water moving. Mao, Mao, doesn't this remind you of our old spot back in Rain? Okay, there's a bunch of like flashbacking here, which isn't really relevant to our plot. Tatum, we're gonna head out for another couple hours. Be ready to head towards Krill. Okay, yeah. Simon, you've been silent with a troubled look. Lear, we're near the end. The end of what? This war? Of course, but I fear that we're near the end of our lives. We're invading Krill. Simon, you know you can say anything to me, right? I'm here to hear you out. Lear, I was listening to a few of Samson's men talk about King Ray. He succumbed to his wounds. That King Ray has passed? No, that would mean Queen Kitsuno, now King Ray. We may not know them, but they contributed much in this world. Their deaths had me thinking more of how our lives have changed. Everything is changing. And I hate how much it's changing. Look at Chorp. It's turned into a colorless land with nothing left. There's no royal to rule Chorp and Isul. The land of Chorp has been turned into a decaying land with no life. Alright, bro, you can slow down. Even if we win, what do we do about the changes already made? I can't. Calm down. Please remain calm. I'm sorry. I don't need. Was this the voice that I gave Simon previously? Anyways, he's being sad boy. Hours. Why are we on a boat now? Okay, we're gonna skip this. Seder, is that you? No, that's not Seder. That's LTU. Good luck. You might be mixing them up. Alright, we completed another chapter. It only took the entire stream to do a 17-turn defense chapter. Holy cow, that went way longer than I was anticipating. There's no way we're gonna do another chapter today, but we'll at least do a quick review of characters and maybe prepare our units. Oh my, are we really doing another boat map? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, we're bad. Oh my god, this map's actually nasty. Holy moly. Oh. They basically said no flyers allowed. Look at how many look how many archers there are there. They just straight up don't want you to use any flyers. Oh, there's Angelic Robe on this map. Okay. This map is mean. Alright. Alright, let's do a little bit of a quick team review real fast. Okay, so real quick, we're just gonna finagle this. So Roxana died. And Milene was the one that died? Yes. Okay. Sorry, Greenwall. I know your character died. I'm so sorry. Okay, so let's just go over our new recruits today. So first new recruit is Vermeil, right? No, she came previously. It's Meline. Okay, so Meline. Okay, so Meline was a you get her for free. She is very interesting in that she's very much an offensive focused character. A lot of these don't really matter. Like Warding Blow and Dazzle don't really matter too much, but her entire shtick is that she does a lot of damage on the offensive, and she's very, very durable doing so. Dazzle, Darting Blow, Warding Blow doesn't really matter on the offensive, especially with Dazzle, but you never know. Maybe there's some way to finagle it and it'll be useful. But unfortunately, she did perish because her base defenses are really low. Like, she's very much an offensive player character. Her stats are balanced all across the board, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but I think such a balanced stat line can be useful, but in this case, I don't know. It was just a little rough to use her, which is a little tragic. I think with some help, with some stat boosters, especially in her defense, she would have been fine. But again, having a flyer is just really handy. The other Pegasus Falco 9 we recruited is Gina. She is a very large defensive character who starts with almost no luck, but for some reason has 90 luck growth. I don't know how to use this character. The main gimmick is that she has a Fortress Defense, so she's super tanky, and she's got Assassinate, so kind of negates the penalty from Fortress Defense, and she will double, but her con is super low for some reason. So it's really hard for her to actually kill things. Now, granted, she does have Darting Blow to help on the offense, but she needs some help, I think. Because she's super melee defensive, but again, her HP is super bad at 32. Her strength is kind of rough at 20, so it's effectively 19. And that's kind of like the hardest way. That's kind of the hardest thing about her, is like to use her. Maybe a killer weapon would probably be the most useful thing for her, and maybe some way to boost that con score. Kiyomi is the other recruit, which we're going to quickly put away some of these items here. She is this is John Doe's other character. Is a Mage Knight. Her entire... Hold on, let me check something real quick. I got a message. Okay. Kiyomi's an interesting individual. Kiyomi's entire shtick is that, hey, look, maximum range, +1 on tomes, and also opportunist. She is basically very good at blasting enemies from afar. Like, she's the only character I think right now that has the ability to shoot at range 3. I thought we had an archer that could as well, but I might be imagining things. So it's a very interesting gimmick to have. On top of that, yeah, opportunist giving her an extra +4 damage at range is just really good. Because her magic needs a little bit of work. She's got Fimble in her as a tome, but she's really dodgy and all that stuff. I think what she really needs is just more magic and skill. Probably feed her a few bond essences and she'll be fine. Unfortunately, at her level and her bases, it's actually really rough. Yeah, if you give her bolting, it'd be nutty too. Oh, that's right, we did get a longbow. I'm not going to take this many archers, by the way. So we're going to bench either Arani or Zeoposer. I think we might bench Arani and take someone else. I think for this map, I might actually bench Simon too, and we might take someone else on this adventure. Lucina could be of use. I might finagle Umi's stats a little bit so I can make Umi suck less and actually make Umi a playable character. So look out for that for next week. Oh, Darcy is Xanth's character. Oh, Roxana was Shiba. Wait. Oh, okay, got it. Yeah, Roxana was Shiba's character. Yeah, we might pull Ivy out. I'm gonna have to figure out who I'm gonna use. I'm probably gonna pull out Gabora for this map as well. I don't know if Fog is gonna show up, and every time I see a boat map, I'm like, Fog is gonna show up, and I'm gonna be so mad when I don't have a way to deal with range. But for this map, I think we're gonna try to avoid flyers. I think Zoingo will probably be the only flyer we take along, and we may bench Analea for one map, I think is probably correct. And we'll take someone else along, and we might pull out. Well, I'll have to see what I feel like we need, but this map is a little. I mean, do you see how many? Paladins and adventurers there are? It's a little spooky, especially on this side now. It's basically all physical, and we need tanks to be able to hold the line, and we need the archers to be able to rip through the flyers. So I might actually need 2 flyer archers. I do need to remember that Logger can in fact be an archer, so we will probably give Logger something. Logger's already maxed out strength, and Logger's probably gonna be the first person to hit 20. We might pull out Milky Blades. I'll have to think about it. This map does include, let's see here. It's chapter 15, so there's 2 recruitables, so I'm gonna have to insert 2 characters. I don't have them ready right now, so we'll do it next week. And then we should be fine. Yeah, because this map lets you recruit Xenia and Finn. Iris is after, and Samson's after that. Okay, so that's kind of where we're at. So we're getting a little closer to the end. Hopefully this has been a fun stream and you had enjoyed this little adventure. Let me see who's alive. Okay, we'll raid Edda. Okay, but anyways, yeah, I'm gonna probably cut stream a little early because there's not much left to do in Fire Emblem tonight. Hopefully you had fun. We'll do more Fire Emblem next week. I'll try to insert all the characters by then so that we're ready. Again, I was a little dead and dying today, so hopefully it wasn't too bad and I didn't sound like I was a zombie, but that's just how it is. And it's also super hot, so it's kind of driving me nuts. Tomorrow, I don't think we're gonna do a poll. I'm just gonna pick a game to play and we'll just play it. There's a lot of things on the Steam sale that I'm considering, and I might just grab something there. Yeah, I'm probably gonna go take a nap or go just straight to bed, honestly. We'll see. Anyways, thank you for joining, comrades. I hope you have a good rest of your night. Say hello to Comrade Edda, who's a good lad. Oh my goodness, I'm not pressing the right scenes. I'm trying to press this button. Okay, yeah, there's a raid message if you're on Twitch. Otherwise, good night, goodbye, and thank you for watching as long as you have. Good night.